All right, so Alexander's has been fucking with his goblin hand, and he has disappeared.
Right, of course he has.
Yep. Actually, let me roll and see where he ends up. List of realms.
This could be permanent, and
He's gonna come back. Hey, if any angels contact you in your sleep, you didn't see me.
And he ends up in Stygia, the fifth
Where?
hell.
Oh, jeez.
He's gonna end up in like an ice cavern, just chilling.
Right, right.
He's gonna get back and be like, meanwhile in hell. All right. All right. So, where were we? You guys are in the dungeon, right?
Yes, we just finished pummeling that poor dwarf.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yep. He is pace now.
Literal paste.
Yeah, because when I said we, really just means one person.
I mean, he did.
No, I did take the first
He was
shot.
trying to be nice, and he spit at him. So I mean,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, and I did take the first shot, so can't really speak too
It's
much.
true. It's true.
All right. Okay, so you guys are currently in this room. You just came from the left, and you came into the next room, and you killed the Durger in a secret room. And there are two doors. Oh, well, I'll be pasting the right fucking location first. Whoops. Almost put it in playtest. All right. There, you're in the right room, and there are two doors.
Any difference between them?
No, I mean, they look nondescript doors. You can notice that there is some muffled distant conversations, like down an echoing hall. You can barely hear through the bottom door. But
Okay.
if you hear like a sizzling sound through the top door.
Well, I guess I'll just continue doing what I was doing prior to the end of last session, which was just striding through the entire place until I run into someone not dead. So I'm gonna go towards the voices. I will personally open up the bottom door.
Okay, you see a long hallway, and
I'm
it
gonna
ends
start
up in
walking.
like some stairs. I want everyone else to roll me a perception check.
Not great. 17.
oh, that completely desorted all my dice.
I feel that.
20.
I need to get like a
-1.
dice sorter thing where I can put all my like I can hold like 10 types of dice, like a dice tray or something.
Yeah, I got a nice little like chest that's supposed to be for, I imagine, like jewelry and the like. It's like perfect because it's got 6 compartments for dice on the top, and then you can roll dice inside of it.
Oh, actually, I think about that. I do have like an old jewelry thing I won when I was a kid, but I probably should convert that to a dice holder. That'd be actually kind of nice. Good idea. Yeah. In any case, if you rolled above a 10, you hear an additional bubbling noise past the top door.
Bubbles.
There's a bubbling noise past the top door.
Is it hot bubbles?
Kind of like, yeah, you could say kind of like a sizzling boil, like kind of like a boiling, but it's like a slow bacon, like a sizzling bacon, but a little bit slower, if that makes sense.
Did Okay, I'm going to say to Toaster, we might want to slow down a little bit. It's, I don't know if they have boiling oil up. That's not something you want to run into.
No. Yeah, fine. We'll check the other door first.
Okay. You open it and you see a great ooze just chilling there eating a couple goblins.
Shut the door.
Dog's like, nah, we're good.
I make my way back in from the long hallway that I was like halfway down. So, what was in there? I'm assuming I walk in around the time you guys are shutting the door. And just...
When Thog
This reminds
immediately
me-
shuts the door, what did Thog see?
This reminds me of that scene with Batman the animated series where the criminal sees Batman in the room, shuts it, and the other guard is like, "Hey, what is it?" It says nothing. It's nothing. But I'm like, "Oh well, you can look if you want, but be quiet."
check the door.
It's a great ooze eating two goblins. Strangely, it has a couple googly eyes.
Close the door.
But they're like plastic googly eyes, not actual eyeballs.
It's someone's pet.
Does anyone have a jar?
Do we need more ooze?
Yeah, you already got one eating through your water container.
I want another.
There was some glass jars back there.
Yeah, but he deliberately ignored them despite recommendations to not do that.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes, he did.
How far back are the glass jars?
2-minute walk. If you run or jog.
I glance down the hallway. We've already spent an evening.
You hear a cry of pain.
Couple minute run back couldn't hurt anyone.
You hear what sounds like a commoner begging, "Please don't hurt me anymore."
Should we not try to find Renah?
Coming back for this ooze. And I turn and go down the hallway.
It starts retreating down a hole in the floor.
No, I'm going down the other hallway. I close the door. I can't see the ooze.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm going back down the hallway. If we're ignoring the ooze, we're ignoring the ooze.
All right.
So are we opening the top floor? I mean, the top door? Is that what's happening?
That was the ooze door. The bottom door had like a long hallway, and I started
Oh.
going down and...
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I got it reversed.
All good.
All right. So as you go down this long hall, threadbare curtains hang on the east wall of this long hall, in the middle of which a muscular half-orc in dingy robes stands with a foot in the chest of a male human with wavy red blonde hair. Fire burns around the orc's clenched fists, and his victim cries and squirms helplessly beneath him. Seated on a raised platform to the south is a nightmarish figure wearing black robes. It has large white eyes and a rubbery purple skin with 4 tentacles encircling its inhuman mouth. It cradles and gently caresses what looks to be like a disembodied brain with its feet. At the corner of the room lies Renar, who is currently incapacitated. He's hanging about 5 feet above the ground.
Curiosity. Do I recognize the tentacled creature or what it is?
Probably not. You could roll a nature check.
Okay. That is a 20.
Somebody in here?
I do not have lines.
Something wrong? Nope.
Okay then, starting off strong, I guess.
Sorry. I was enjoying the meme video. Sorry.
Okay.
I apologize. I got distracted. Repeat what you just said. Sorry about that.
Wrong chat. Wrong server. Oops. Gotta delete that. Go back to the correct chat. Yeah, sorry. I rolled a 20. Starting off strong tonight, it looks like.
Okay, great. It's a tentacle boy. These things are scary.
Mm.
You've heard legends of things like this being able to eat brains.
Brief flashbacks.
Natural 20.
flash. Yeah, I don't have a mod at all. To nature, just like brief flashbacks. Like
A mind flare.
something tells me that thing
Not that your
could
character would
drink
know.
me.
By the way, Thog's character has been killed twice by a mind flare.
Wait, what?
And in the other campaigns he's played Thog in, he's literally been killed by a mind flare twice.
The second time is the mind flayer's own fault for getting upset.
He offered you an apple pie, and you threw it on the floor.
He ate my brains. He should know I don't like apple pie.
Okay.
It
Um,
makes sense.
So are we rolling initiative or?
Well, are we trying to talk to them, or do we want to go on to the attack?
I look like a scrawny drunk right
There's
now,
an
so I'm gonna
angry
hang
brain
back a little
monster.
bit.
Dog feels deja vu.
I'm feeling a little exposed with the lack of an angel man next to me, but there's also a guy about to be killed in front of me, so I'm probably going to charge him.
All right. Then
All right.
I am going to longbow.
They see you. Roll initiative.
Of course they did.
I will allow you to make a range attack, though, because charging, I would say they would have the ability to react, but if you just fire an arrow at somebody,
Sweet.
less so.
Are you fucking kidding me? Okay.
So initiative 16, but if to roll to hit on, oh, that's not going to hit, is it? It's 15.
Oh, that might. Let me see. Allow me to see his stat block. That will definitely hit him. Who are you firing at?
The one that's holding onto, I'm guessing the other person, Floon. I'm guessing because you said there was.
Yeah,
one
there's basically Grumshar. Then there's a Mind Flayer who has Renar suspended with a Levitate spell.
Yeah, we're saving the blonde guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're talking about the orc, right?
Yes.
Okay.
yes.
Just making sure you're not trying to hit the Mind Flayer.
No, I'm not trying to hit the mind flip.
Gotcha. Yeah, that definitely hits. Roll damage.
Oh, sweet. In that case, 8 damage.
Okay. Let's see. How much AC to shield at? Really, it's barely enough not to hit. Wow. Or it's barely enough to still hit. He has a 10 AC, but his shield would be 15. But he rolled a fucking 15, so it don't matter.
That's a strong shield.
Yeah. Yes, it is. You did 8 damage.
8 damage. That is correct.
You plunge it into his fucking chest. And he is he's kind of staggered back from the blow.
Okay. I want to say, all right, time to focus for the next one. And I'm going to just get ready to shoot another one.
Okay. Where is my tool? Counters.
I should probably put in what I got for initiative.
All right.
Ooh, that's a low roll for Thog.
A low roll for the rogue.
Yeah, very low for the rogue.
That's like a 2, right?
Rolled a 3.
Wait, what?
I rolled. My highest stat is 16.
Right.
I do not have what you call good stat rolls ever.
Hey, nobody can roll worse than what I saw from Kane in the public rolls last time. Like, what was that? A total of 43 or something?
Let me see. What's the stats that Vance rolled?
No, wait, what? Not a single stat above 10?
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Oh, sorry, it was 47.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It's letting me
It was-
standard array.
Brutal.
My
But he
friend
died as a
Vance,
kid, right? That guy died as a kid, wasn't a real character.
my friend Vance, after a complete reroll, rolled a 7, 14, 5, 6, 3, and 7.
Holy
Ouch.
shit.
Is that 4061?
What did you get for your initiative, Toshiro?
I put it under my...
He's got 20 for initiative.
Yeah.
And
I
yes,
rolled a
that is
17.
4061.
Oh, I didn't see it in the general chat, so that's why I was asking.
It's in there.
Is it?
It's right underneath my
It's right
picture.
underneath his other roll.
It says 20. It shows 20.
Yes, and then underneath the picture.
Yes.
17 plus 3, 20.
That's your initiative. It's 20.
Yes.
Yes.
I rolled a
Okay, I thought you said
17. I have a
24 is
plus
your
3.
initiative, so I was like, I don't
No,
see
no,
a
no, no,
24.
no, no.
Okay.
No, 20. I
Alright,
got
gotcha.
another. Well, not a dirty. Well, yes, it was still dirty, but it wasn't on the die. You get what I mean.
Yeah.
30-20 means not nat 20. That's all it means.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So the intellect devourer is going to jump off the lap and start coming at you. Let me roll and see who he comes after. Actually, no, he doesn't need a roll because he would definitely go after the person who just shot his. Let's just say the person who he works for, his friend.
Right.
Right.
I'm gonna die, aren't I?
No.
I mean, it's an intellect devourer. Probably not, to be honest. You guys are level 3. This is meant for level 1 encounter, or level
Yep.
2 encounter, I think.
It's level 2, I think.
Yeah,
And then,
it's
you realize,
very.
and
It's
you realize
honestly,
that.
it's a trivial encounter with the amount of people you have.
That's fair. But it's like you realize I only had a 4 intelligence. No, I
Yeah.
don't. So,
I mean,
But you
Renar at this
could.
point, it's like a level 5 character, so.
Thog just goes in catatonic.
yeah,
But I mean, a level 5 character ain't fucking touching a mind flare. He rolls a 19 to hit.
that definitely hits.
Okay.
Wait,
So
he's
is that
going
his
past.
extended?
So
Does
he's
he have
moving
expanded
past
crit
me
range?
then?
Huh?
He's moving past me then?
I mean, I assume you guys are spread out.
I mean, we all came in through
We're
the
all
same
level
door.
3,
And he said
right?
he was behind
Yeah,
me.
we were all at the door when that shot was fired.
We're all level 3, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're level.
Okay, just making sure.
Fine, you can roll to hit.
Hi. That
Is it
This is why we
possible
use
in the
battle
future we
maps.
17.
battle maps
11
would
plus
be a nice
6.
thing to have if they actually work.
What did you roll?
They do. I rolled an 11 plus 6, 17.
17.
Let's see. Okay, that hits barely.
Yay! That is a 6 and a 3 for 9 plus 4, 13 damage.
Ooh.
Okay, so he's hit a little bit. All right. So he's going to do. Let's see. 10 plus 6, 16 slashing damage.
To me?
Yes. Now he's also
16?
going to use Devour Intellect. You need to make an intelligence saving throw, Robin.
Wait, is it
Me?
Morinar or Robin? Did he go for Morinar or Robin?
Robin's one who fired a bow at him, right?
No, more
No.
no.
I did
Warren
not. I
Arts.
didn't do anything yet.
Oh, okay, my bad. Mornar then. My bad.
Okay.
19 still hits you, right?
Yeah, it hits.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, just change the damage to Mornar. My bad. You two sound very similar.
Oh. Sorry.
That's probably
Okay,
a bad
so-
excuse. I need to pay attention more.
Sorry.
Sorry.
That's not good. 3 for insave.
No,
All
That's
right.
really bad.
Okay.
It's really bad.
goodbye some of your intelligence.
That's gonna take a little while to come back.
Okay. Let me get
He's
my
the smart one
Let me
from
get
what
my
I remember.
D10s out.
Actually, who does have the highest int in the party?
No one. Basically.
It's not me.
None of us are particularly smart. I think I'm one of the higher ones with 12.
Yeah.
I have
Just so you know, if anyone re-rolls, you might want to pick a wizard.
I have a 13.
If I die, my backup's a wizard. But yeah, you're smarter than I am. I'm a cool 10.
All right. All right. Do I blow the dice? Do you think that's gonna help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
9 and a 5. So that you take 14 psychic damage.
I'm down.
All right, now I gotta roll 3d6.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure that's really high for an intellect devour.
No, it's the psychic damage is 2d10 for sure.
No, not the psychic damage.
What the No,
The
this is a
intellect
select
devouring.
feature. This is a select feature
Huh.
about he's damaging his literal intelligence.
Yes, that's what I was talking about.
All right, do I blow him again?
It doesn't matter at this point.
Oh.
What do we got?
All right. Is your intelligence equal to or less than 14?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Well, you
Your
get to
intelligence score is reduced to 0. You are stunned until you gain at least 1 point of intelligence.
How do I do that?
Well, you are currently a vegetable, so
Oh,
you
whoops, I
can't do
forgot.
anything.
Yeah, I can't do anything. I'm catatonic, dead, like basically.
Wait, how much did it do with the claw attack?
16.
Not
How
the
the fuck did it do that?
It's 16 and 14, so I went right down.
I'm asking how it hit for 16.
The
It's been
counter
upscaled?
has been scaled up a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's a lot more than a little bit.
No, literally all I did was change 2d4 to 2d6 slashing damage.
That literally can't hit for 16 still.
It didn't hit for 14,
Oh.
and then the psychic damage.
Oh, the psychic was the 16.
Yeah,
That
Yeah,
that
it was a
hits
16
that
and a
part.
14.
I rolled nearly max damage pretty much. So
Yeah, it's
okay, so
works out.
Toshiro, your turn. The intellect devourer is kind of bleeding out a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of need to rush that thing. So I guess I'll turn around, move up to it, go ahead and activate my fighting spirit and take the first attack with advantage.
All right, roll to hit.
First roll is an 18 on the top. Second roll is a 17. So that's an 18 plus 6.
Okay, it definitely
So a
hits. Damage.
24.
Nice 36.
That is a 2, so we reroll that because great weapon for that is 16 slashing.
You cut the
Is
brain
it
in
still
half.
up? Okay. Do I have enough movement to get to the orc?
The orc is currently on the ground bleeding out, basically.
Wait, oh really?
Yeah.
So is anything else still up in the room?
The mind flayer, who seems disinterested in you.
So are we out of combat?
I mean, Grumshaw is like prone. He's still in combat.
I'm.
That was what he asked.
He
If there was
has
anything
very
still
little hit
up,
points left.
Is there any way to get like
Yeah,
Mornar up?
you can walk
Or
over
like,
to
do I
him.
know
You have
any
to
way
use
to
your
help
movement.
him?
You can walk over to him on his roll to attack.
giving Morinar some health so he's not making death saves is
Yeah,
probably the
that's
best
what I
thing we
meant.
can do
Like,
right now.
is there some way to get Mornar up at all?
You can still heal him.
Okay, I can do it. I can try a medicine check or something.
At least try to
You already used
stabilize
your
him.
action though.
I have action surge.
Okay, yeah, you can roll
Like
a medicine check.
I will move to I'll go ahead and move to Mornar and I'll try a medicine check.
See if you can stabilize him.
Got a +1.
Let me roll a what would it be? Probably a wisdom check. Oh, he's got straight no extra wisdom. This dude fucking sucks for this level. Okay. So, Grumshar, you guys are going to be out of combat because Grumshar is no longer willing to fight you because he is fucking terrified.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll not use action surge, and I'm just going to make a medicine roll, and that's an 11
All right.
to try and
We have a-
stabilize Mornar in some way.
We
You
have a
stabilize
paladin
him.
who has. Okay, cool.
No, he's in another
No,
dimension.
He's in another dimension. So we got-
Fair enough.
You guys still have the goblin hand, by the way.
Oh,
He dropped it.
right, it dropped on the floor. Yes.
Yeah, cool. I left it.
Yeah.
For my sanity, someone should probably pick that up. Because that's where it's going to end up.
I'm not picking it up.
Sure, I probably would have picked it up. So
Okay,
let's say I
okay.
picked
Hey,
Like, as far as we know, that thing's a bad idea.
yep, I'm avoiding that thing. With absolute assurance.
So, Nylahor is going to ask, "What are you doing here?"
What?
The mind flayer is going to ask, "What are you doing here?"
Looking for a door.
He's floating slightly above the ground, like condescendingly, and he's just
How is
looking at you.
How's the first aid on Mornar doing so far?
He's stabilized.
Okay.
But still a tomato.
Vegetable.
I'm just going to continue making certain that he's okay and completely ignore this tentacle boy. It's on you, Robin and Thog.
Who's the dwarf we were looking for?
The dwarf?
Sure.
No, you're
Or
looking for
We're
the
looking
a.
person
for
we were looking
Floon.
for.
I don't think he was a
Yeah.
dwarf. First, he's a human.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
in.
I don't know why my
He's
brain
just
just
on the
assumed.
ground. He's unconscious.
Actually, my brain probably assumed dwarf with the amount of Scottish accents that exist.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, the fucking Floon is laying on the ground. He's unconscious. Renar is still like floating in the air.
Renor's
We were
chill. He
looking
can
for that one.
hang out.
Tell me something, and I will see about the mind flayer. Kind of flexes his hand, aiding your. He looks at the human vegetable friend.
I mean, if you can help him out, it'll be very important to us.
I think you should be dealing with talking sushi.
But one way or the other,
All
we
right, give me
need
a
that
second.
human. Don't forget that I look like a fucking shriveled up drunk.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I put on my disguise.
Oh.
That was the thing I did at the end of last session. Was I put on my disguise of
Right.
heavily bearded, scarred, shrivelly drunk, which is why I'm not talking like Robin, because he's got a disguise, so he's playing it.
All right, I need Toshiro to make a wisdom save.
A wisdom save?
Yes, he does not like being called sushi.
Oh. That's too bad. 10.
Wouldn't that be a compliment?
You'd think.
No,
Probably
it's
not.
I said
It
he
would
was
taste
raw
good.
and flavorful.
Yeah,
Flavor.
it would taste good.
He casts Dominate Monster on you, and he orders you to grovel.
Ooh.
Every 6 seconds. Is that one he makes saves with, or is it just you
Yeah.
do it unless he attacks you?
I can make
yeah,
saves.
basically. It only lasts up to an hour, so
You know.
yeah. He is going to ask and be like, "Tell me, who are you working for?" And I will see about fixing your broken friend.
Some barkeep looking for that human over there.
This one, he kicks Floon awake. He doesn't have no consequence.
Good, we'll take him and go. But the human, or our friend, is not intelligent now. Like, what is it that it'll cost you to handle that? If you want,
Well,
you can keep the guy you got suspended over
I was
there.
gonna
He's the
say-
idiot that rushed in here.
I was gonna say, can we have
He
him
looked at
keep
you
the other guy?
incredulously.
We
I
kind of
thought we were
told him it was.
friends.
You're the idiot that ignored us. Also, I don't know who you are.
I would like to, from my groveling point, because he has not told me to shut up, I would like to, through gritted teeth, state, "We told you to wait. You didn't. This is on you. Side note, someone owes me 5 gold."
If you had some
The
way to
mind
get out of
flayer
the
is starting
situation-
to pent, like, just its brain is flexing a little bit because it seems irritated. He's going to pull out from a pocket a small red ruby and throw it at you. Go see a priest.
Who?
The mind
Just threw
flayer
fire?
throws a red ruby at you.
Oh,
Go see a priest.
fair. Picks it
And
up.
he's going to leave through a portal. As he does so, the charm is lifted, and Renar falls on his face.
Oh,
There you
hey,
go.
we solved your problem indirectly. I pick up the ruby and put it in a pouch, and then I'm gonna like try to help Floon to his feet.
I'll
Yes,
piggyback
well,
more on
some
our...
friend you are.
We never said we were your friend.
He kind of touches his jaw a little bit, trying to realign it. Yeah, well, noted.
We legitimately told you, you go in the sewers alone, you're probably gonna die. You're lucky.
Though I must commend you. You weren't a coward twice.
Ooh. Sorry, Mornar didn't say anything.
All right.
Wakes up briefly, ouch! Goes back to sleep. And I should note, I'm currently piggybacking Morinar to carry out of sewers.
You're about to get executed by this sword master, by the way.
Oh well.
I look at this guy and I'm like, Keep your
I gave a
petty
compliment if he wants to get mad.
disagreements. You're lucky you survived today. Let's just fucking get out of the sewer. You can handle your respect and honor outside.
Grumshar has filled his save and is now unconscious.
Somebody
Oh.
want to take care of that?
The
The
orc.
orc? Do we give a damn?
I mean, he might have money on him.
True. I go over and I start filtering his pockets.
He has a spell book.
Oh, that's useful. I pick it up and put it inside my coat.
Does
It's
our
got
goblin friend do anything?
Hmm?
Does our goblin guide do anything?
Oh no,
Yeah.
he's been fucking hiding. He never went in that
Okay.
room.
Okay.
Dude, you know it'd be great if we took the orc shirt and we gave it to the goblin as a robe.
Precious linens? He is wearing like a fantastic white robe, by the way. It's kind of silky
the
to the
orc
touch.
is?
Can guess none of these, but they're useful.
Wait, the goblin or the orc? Which one's wearing fancy robes?
The orc.
Oh. I mean, valuable.
Fantastic linens?
I'm carrying a vegetable. That's on you, Robin.
The cloak.
Yeah,
the
stripping
cloak,
him.
Does the cloak? I wasn't stripping him. I was just picking his pocket.
The goblin starts putting he puts the robe on. And he's starting to stuff the extra cloth like in itself and like in his pants.
I look at him while he's doing that and just sigh a bit to myself, and I could just cut that short for you.
He touches it dearly. No, special cloth. It does
Okay.
shimmer a little bit inside the light.
The robe's magical, by the way, guys. Probably.
Nope. And I start walking up the stairs, or out of wherever it is that we're going.
I'm gonna grab the goblin by the scruff of his new cloak, and
Actually, I
like
won't.
hoist him up to keep him out of water and also from running away.
Actually,
I can't do that. Somebody.
Can I hesitate really quickly before we exit the door? And I'll turn around to Robin. Actually, there might still be things down here. Can you like take a look around real quick? I don't really want to put gestures at Vegetable, our friend, down yet, but I feel like there's a good chance that the deepest part might have something in it.
I can do good scoping around, but I only got 100 feet of range.
You notice there's a wide double door to the next of you. You look around for a few minutes, and this is the stuff that you see. And I will allow anyone to make a perception check to see if they can discover any hidden compartments, any rooms, anything like that, if they wish to take like an hour to be kind of thorough about it.
Yeah.
Morinar would want us to be thorough, I feel.
he's currently has like rabies kind of out of fizzing
He's
out of
like,
his mouth.
yeah, he's frothing at the mouth. It's
but-
like,
Who gives a shit what Morinar wants? This loot here.
Toshiro would literally be make that statement and then putting his hand up to my face and nodding for me.
Yes, he would, says the chest.
oh fuck, I forgot
I'm
all
pretty
that
sure the
thing.
chest is still bound.
Oh yeah, it's tied up. It's tied up
Ow,
right
It
now.
doesn't matter.
Soaking
We
in
can
a
speak inside
chest.
Toshiro's head.
This is fair, but it's tied up and it's leaking like soapy water constantly.
Salty tears, actually.
Oh, salty tears, my bad. I got a 16 for perception.
Anyone else want to roll?
I already
only-
did.
Oh, what'd you get?
7.
Ooh,
Nice.
come on, Thug. Give us another natural 20.
Fog uses look.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Thanks
What'd
for
you
giving me
roll,
an idea.
Nevin, what did you get for perception?
Oh.
Your dog rolls for initiative.
I will fight.
Thog is told.
The
Thog is told to look around. Thog pulls out weapon. Thog smash.
Perception is a 16.
Ooh,
Nice.
that.
17 minus 1.
I know, right?
You
I have a lot
stumbled
of-
too on kind of unusually raised brick in the corner of one of the rooms.
I stomp on it.
You stomp on it and you hear a click.
I stomp it again.
You don't hear any more clicks.
I'm upset, so I keep stomping.
I try to stop Thog.
He's stomping so hard, kind of, that it's actually creating like a little ripple effect.
Goodness.
And you can see, like, the cylindrical shape in the middle of the room start sliding a little bit, as if it's loose.
Did I find anything with my 16 out of curiosity?
Yes, you noticed that. You had noticed that this cylindrical thing was somehow meant to swing about and move. But you couldn't figure out exactly how to do it. Then all of a sudden, you hear this angry stomping, and then it starts moving.
Oh. Well, if that's everything, I guess I'll just pick Mornar back up.
You
I
have to
am
look
worried.
inside this little compartment.
I thought that's what we were doing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm looking around for loot.
Yeah, you push it aside.
Yeah. Sure.
Now, here I have a question for you. Would you like me to roll for you, or would you like to roll for yourselves to see what treasure you get?
Either way.
We roll individually.
Yes.
Okay, I'll do it.
I'm assuming a hundo.
What 1d100?
One.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Ow.
guessing. Is that correct, Theo?
Yes, 1d100.
55. I rolled a lucky number
64.
for a character in a completely different kind of setting and campaign.
I rolled computer.
I rolled 71 if I'm allowed to roll at all.
Poor
Yes,
Mornar.
I like this plan. I like this
I think
plan.
I think it's unfair if I don't let you roll.
I find two things, and one of them I put in Mornar's pocket.
Maybe.
Just
Like,
stuff in his-
help me carry this. Holds it
And
in
then-
pocket for
well,
a second.
As he's putting
Hey,
it in his
man.
pocket, he accidentally moves one of the monkey paw fingers.
No, not going anywhere near your pocket. No,
That monkey paw ain't in your wait. Oh wait, there it is in your pocket.
I picked it up.
Oh God, wow! I don't think I would have picked Mornar up if I.
What are you?
done
Are you
that.
intimidating a wall thug? Because you did it.
All right.
It works.
So, Mornar, quote unquote, finds a small tan bag.
Ooh, okay.
Oops, sock.
Would anyone like to roll an Arcana? By the way, if you rolled a D100, please post it inside the general chat so I can look at it.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
That's with the slash. I mean, the 71 we already know.
Yeah, but I'm putting it in just in case.
That depends on Toshiro if he makes
I
any
posted
announcement of the bag that he found and put in
What?
Mornar's bag.
Sorry. I found a bag as well as something else.
64.
Well, I have this thing over here that I found. Let's figure out all the treasure first, and then we'll go through it.
Yeah,
All right.
you can do some checks after.
I want you guys to all roll me an Arcana check, because we'll assume that when Mornar gets healed by a cleric, that he would attempt to identify if no one else is
14.
been able to. 14.
Ooh. Dirty 20.
That's a dirty 20, yeah.
Nice.
Mornar rolls 20.
Okay, so you
is
guys-
passed out.
Let's just say you guys take all this shit and you went to a cleric. You somehow magically went to a cleric, and then Mornar's freed and used the ruby to heal him. That way we don't waste 40 minutes on that. And then you come back and investigate and all that fun shit. Okay, so we'll just have you use his roll.
It could have been an exciting event.
It is a
We
We
tan
just didn't know what
bag.
it was. We took it with us anyways, and he checked it out as soon as he woke up. Like, whoa, what's this bag
Yeah,
I'm
kinda.
wearing?
Basically, yeah. It's a tan bag of tricks.
Bags of tricks are
Nice.
fun.
Those are fun.
My
I
character in
know.
the other campaign has a gray one.
Yeah.
All right,
love those.
Toshiro, you rolled a 64. Now, do you want evens or odds?
Odd, because odd things are fun.
I rolled 3 15s.
Okay, so congratulations. It has absolutely no downsides.
That's a lie, isn't it?
Yes. Well, no, actually. Not really.
Oh yes, actually,
Um,
but no.
This man
Let's
doesn't give things
see.
without curses. What you think?
Roll a d10 for me, please.
Okay.
I think 10 was one of the good ones too.
9.
Yeah, they got
All
a terror
right.
attack.
Allow me to see what kind of weapon you have.
I use the big strong ones.
Wow, you got really lucky. It is a longsword of warning.
Ooh.
Oh
Can't
no.
be surprised as long as you have it.
Oh no.
What's it warning you?
I just hope it's not the cursed variant.
It's not. You called it right.
Okay, good. The cursed variant's so annoying.
I
Something
warned
bad
you.
will happen. Yeah. The blade goes off this morning. Rolls a 1 later in the day. You stub your toe. I warned you.
All right, Robin. Wow. I can't believe you got that, actually. What the fuck? Let me double check
What is
that,
it?
actually. Hold on.
What have I done to myself?
You got the One Ring. Now you must
Yeah,
travel to Mordor.
right.
If I got a ring of invisibility, holy shit, that's fucking great.
No, it's even better. God
Oh.
fucking damn it. You have gloves of thievery.
That's
Oh, nice.
fitting.
Wow.
What exactly did the? Actually, I can add them to my own equipment.
These
'cause,
gloves are invisible while worn. While wearing them, you gain a +5 bonus to dexterity, sleight of hand checks, and dexterity checks made to pick locks.
Wow.
I now have a +12 on sleight of hand.
This is ridiculous.
I know!
That really is perfect.
All right.
Oh.
What did you get,
It's not
Thog?
like it's not
83?
like you created an entire character around it.
Yeah, literally perfect item for my character.
Oh my god! Guess what Thog finds?
Bag of holding.
No! Even
A
better.
dagger.
A necklace of fireball.
No! A headband of intellect.
Nice.
Wait a minute.
Doesn't that make his intelligence like a 12 or a 14 or something?
19.
He's now the smartest member of the party.
Nice.
Wait.
Thog
You
has
are
There's
now
gotta
the
become
be-
smartest member
smart.
of the party, Thog. Well done.
There's got to be something for this. Hold on.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, because intellect, band of intellect just bumps us straight to 19
Yep.
regardless.
It's
Yeah.
like Gauntlets of Ogre Power, except
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
Smarty
that's right.
Boys.
In fact, if Warner wears it, he could just wake up.
That's true.
I'm pretty sure we solved that problem though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm already up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I'm gonna have to make the gloves. Can you give me the gloves? Is that a thing?
Huh?
On
Just like add the
Okay.
equipment to your inventory, and then you can customize it from there.
yeah, I had a feeling I was going to have to do that because they're not base available to me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my subscription ran out. I'm broke. I'm supposed to get it here in a couple days. Once they, basically, is I got money for it, but I accidentally bought the wrong version of subscription, so I have to refund the initial subscription. They're gonna take a couple days while they work on it, and then I'll be able to get the right one. Sorry about that. I will take care of it for you, though.
I'm gonna go ahead and give myself like a basic one, so we can fix it later.
So I guess after we get more in our resed back up, I sort of look around the group. So does anyone use long swords?
I use short swords.
I pat my trusty bow.
There you go. Gloves of thievery.
Awesome.
Oh, you figured it out.
Yeah.
Where are they?
Refresh your
So
page.
That makes sense.
do we have an opportunity to attempt to
You actually have a fucking +12.
Yes,
Yeah.
I wasn't kidding.
It's ridiculous.
If we're on
Do,
11, you still got a 23. That's disgusting.
goodness. Do we have words? Do we have an opportunity to move some goods? I'm assuming between now and like the next major event?
You mean fencing things? Our fencer died.
Selling things. Not necessarily illegal things anymore.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah,
I've got a
what is
bunch
it?
of rusty weapons as well as a long sword of warning that I need to move.
Right.
All right. Let's see. You also find.
Oh. Side note, while we're at the priest, am I able to get the chest checked out to see if it is cursed and potentially cleansed?
Yeah, we'll look at that. Give me a second. You also find 220 gold pieces in a chest in there, as well as it looks like as small clumps of similar metal as you found before.
Well, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. Who has been taking into inventory all the money? Because I have not.
I've been holding on
Wait,
to
for sure,
the
We've been
plate
party
mail
funding it there.
fund
Yeah.
currently.
Okay,
How
good.
much? How many pounds of this clumps of, we assume, more fucking what? What is it?
Mithril.
Mithril, yeah. How many pounds of mithril?
I'm hesitant to answer that. I'll say of the gold value. You have approximately 600 gold worth of mithril.
Dude.
So not
Wait,
many
that's not a lot.
pounds. That's very little.
But yes, you basically raided what amounts to be a small Xanathar treasury.
Nice.
Oops.
We're gonna be wanting
Good.
people.
You also find 100 gold pieces worth of random art objects, such as a copper chalice with silver filigree, some bone dice, a small gold bracelet, and a small set of mirrors.
I take those bone dice so fast. That's scamming material right there.
Yeah, especially your sleight of hand is that high now.
Yeah, I'm cheating them things to shit.
It's kind of disgusting that you rolled that.
Yeah.
You know what sucks is like I don't even use intelligence stuff.
Yeah,
Dude.
but now Thog's not dumb.
That
Yeah,
is the
and now you're
second
going to be
tiny
the most
sword I
well
have found.
spoken of us.
Thog is the most intelligent member in the party.
I mean, you
Not
don't
most
have to use it if you don't
well-spoken.
want to. I mean, it's up to you. You could
Not
your
most
character could be
well-spoken.
like shiny, but like,
I mean, if you want to give it to somebody,
Yeah.
feel free.
Dog
I'm
has
saying that
19
19.
Thog is not the most well-spoken. He still has a -1 charisma and a
and
-1 wisdom,
-1 wisdom.
but he
That is
knows
true.
how to solve
Who needs
puzzles.
charisma?
Dog puts on a headband.
Basically,
1 plus
Sun
1
Wukong.
is 2.
dude, you're literally like the fucking monk and the monkey in the monkey of the Planet of the Apes.
Wish
No.
to speak to Caesar.
Apes together, strong.
Invest in GME.
Yeah, there we go. That's Thog.
It's just, you can't make it up. It's just, the irony is just way too good.
Dumb barbarian gets intellect headband.
Right?
Sticky finger rogue gets gloves of thievery. Like,
Yeah. And I'm very happy with my tan bag of tricks.
that thing is so fucking
It's
useful.
so fun.
I found money.
I have a gray bag of tricks on
You
my
hear
main
purring
campaign.
from inside the bag.
Just every
No.
once in a while you throw it out and it's just fucking great elk. It's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You hear a
Or
collection of
like-
animal noises from the bag.
Beaver.
A couple of what nows?
Animal
Collection of
noises
animal
from the bag.
noises.
Animal noise. What the fuck?
Do you not know what a bag of tricks is?
Wait, in that bag?
A bag of tricks.
Okay, I thought he was talking about my bag.
No, the bag of tricks.
Oh, okay.
It'd be weird if it was your bag. Not if it was
would
the
make
chest,
more
though.
Yeah,
sense.
no, it's the bag, but
The chest is in my bag. which
The
is why I
chest
got confused.
imitates the bag.
Oh no.
so basically, the priest says that this chest has definitely some kind of spirit in it.
Okay, and can you exercise that?
Well, the spirit was he opens the chest and he says, you see these little ridge marks? These are actually regressed teeth. This is a mimic.
Aha.
Unfortunately, he pans to it. It looks like it's a baby mimic, and it's bonded to you.
That could be
Slowly
very
draw
useful.
sword.
That's a chest that can bite people that try to steal from it.
Slowly wield sword.
Nah, train that fucker. By now I probably
I
would
feel
have
like
taken off.
Toshiro's had a bad experience with mimics in a past life.
Bushido does not like mimics. He had a bad experience with a ladder mimic once.
But have you seen in Dark Souls where the mimic does the ninja kick?
Yes.
And it can go across
avid
the
player.
room.
Yes.
You can.
Have you
can
ever run
make
into a
it a
ladder
ward.
mimic though, where the ladder is actually its tongue.
Oh.
I mean, it's just gonna lick your feet.
No, it pulls you into its mouth and swallows. It's kind of terrifying.
I'm no ladder.
I really want to hit this thing.
I'm gonna like slowly move the chest away from you. Is it still bound by that rope?
Yes.
Is there spots where I can tie the rope to like the sides of the chest so I can wear the chest as like a backpack?
Sure.
Robin,
Is it
roll,
also
you can roll an animal handling, Robin.
animal handling? Fucking net 16 plus what 2, so 18 total.
Due to the rough mistreatment, you are now bonded to the mimic instead of Toshiro.
Can you get me my things out of that?
Sure. And it's like Robin puts his hands out and then flips them and there they are.
Of course. I'm glad you were able to do that with a warhammer.
Tricks.
Multiple
Really
hand
fast
axes,
hand movements.
many weapons, crowbars.
No, I can hold on to everybody's stuffing probably quickly. I can easily hide things in this chest. This is the
That's
biggest thing.
fair. I guess I'll let you hold on to some of the equipment then.
Yep. I'm
When
not
keeping the
stealing
great
your
food
shit,
on me.
but
And I'm going to go ahead and remove the annoying jewelry box of holding from my inventory.
is this chest now communicating in my head?
Yes.
I'm free of the
Well, he
poison.
hasn't said anything yet, so my character's none the wiser.
Hey, short stuff.
Immediately, Robin like pauses and looks around, and then looks at Toshiro. Now I understand.
Oh?
Does Toshiro immediately forget that the chest can talk?
Yes.
What?
I had a feeling that would be the case.
In fact, I think Toshiro should probably make a wisdom or an intelligence save to try to reconcile his false memories.
Oh no, not this again. Aha! It's a 19.
You realize there's some fucking shit around the chest. You don't go mad.
Okay, good. Good.
I raise my eyebrow at Robin when I see him look around just a little bit confused for a split second.
Chest can talk, but probably only to me, and probably nobody registers it. If I'm assuming everything correctly from
Yes,
them
you
using
do
it.
manage to convince the priest to remove the curse that was laid about it, which basically was the aspect of that it made other people not see the chest and as it really was. It's basically he gives you the option to remove this, and he says that with this it makes it so other people can't realize what it actually is, so the chest is safer. But if you wish to avoid the miscommunications and possible insanity, regarding it, I can remove this curse so that it doesn't affect other people.
Is it feasible? This curse basically makes people not think anything about the chest at all. Yes? But it could drive people mad if I told them about it?
Basically, what it is that is anything that happens to the chest, if it talking or anything like that, anyone else is going to immediately just reconcile it away. They will come up with some elaborate explanation of why it's like that.
It's
permanent phantasmal force.
Basically.
Oh fuck, what is the term for it from Hitchhiker's Guide? I don't remember. I'm so sad that I don't remember as well, because it's a fucking perfect reference, but basically Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy has invisibility on one of the ships, but its invisibility is just that everybody their brains just automatically think that it's somebody else's problem.
Oh, it's an anti-mimetic.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that's quite useful to me. So the curse can stay. Though now I know what is going on with it, I can keep it in mind.
All right.
The thief with a chest of holding that people don't register as anything more than just a chest. This is fucking perfect for me.
What have I
Especially
done?
with that freaking sleight of hand. Yeah, you can be
Yeah.
sliding things in and out of there.
There's a reason I put it on my back.
I feel for Theo right now. Like if I was a DM, I'd be going like, "Oh my god, what have I done?"
I mean, I let him roll, so. You know?
Yeah, and I rolled an 18. By the way, with the chest mounted to my back, I don't have it so that the chest opens outwards away from me. The chest opens inwards towards me, so I can more easily get to it
Gotcha.
behind my back.
Yeah.
And I give it
I mean,
like
you
I
can
give it like
telepathically
2 pats.
communicate and ask it to like basically jet out something so you can grab it like it's from a sheath.
Yeah, and I give it 2 pats, keeping that in mind. This
The
is
chest
me and my
likes
mimic
Robin more.
friend.
That's fine.
So I understand that I can telepathically communicate with it.
Yep.
Priest said you had recessed teeth, correctly?
I can't hide it all.
What was that?
He can't hide it all. Like the chest cannot hide all of it, but the chest it's inside, so it's like on the
Yeah.
lid.
I'm not worried about the hiding. They're recessed, so they won't be immediately noticeable, and I can cover for that. But you can bite people I don't want reaching into you, correct?
Yes.
Good. This can be very useful.
As, sorry, as this is happening, Morinar's just very curious about his little bag of tricks and exactly how it works. I'm gonna go reach in and pull one out as well. Just
Roll it.
He hasn't thrown it yet. He just pulls out a ball of fluff. This is a
Like a
bag of
fucking
lint.
dog. I was like, Toshiro, what are you doing? And I was like, oh yeah, he's got dogs.
yeah.
I
rolled a
thought
one,
legitimately
jackal.
you were making weird noises to be weird, and I was like, I don't know how this is
this
a
is one of the-
character, but
This
Chihuahua's
is one of the
harassing me
good
right now.
bags of tricks.
Yeah.
My Chihuahua's harassing me.
So apparently, I pulled out a jackal, and then I tossed it, and I'm like, "Oh, that's neat." Yeah, the jackal does that. Thanks.
Okay. everyone's off to try to find food. Exactly. All right. All right. So, what are you guys going to be doing from now? You're gonna go turn in your quest.
Yep.
Well, we have
And-
Floon with us, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Is Renar still trying to pick a fight with Toshiro?
Or did
Renar
Renard
is
just
not
fuck off
going
in
to
a
kill
huff?
Toshiro? No.
Okay.
Yay!
He probably isn't sticking with us though.
Yeah, you have lost his aid. He could have been helpful to you a lot, but
But he was the idiot. We told him, man. We told him.
Hey, the less wild cards we have, the better.
We clearly
fucking
informed
say so.
We clearly informed this individual that if he went into the sewers, he was on his own. We just stayed true to our word.
yeah.
I need a nap. Have fun.
I still need to find a couple of my friends.
No, I was paraphrasing from before. Anyways, yeah, no. What we need to turn the quest in, and then after that, I need to go shopping.
Okay. So you guys head to the Yawning Portal to talk to Volo, and it's been a little bit, and he's like, "Why did it take so fucking long?"
What? It's been a day.
No, it hasn't. It's been like 2 days.
It's been like 2 days, yeah.
3 days.
Fucker got
We
lost
went
in a sewer.
We went to no.
The
No, we only
barkeep is
rested
currently holding his nose.
No,
I
it's only
cast
1
present
day.
digitation on everyone.
I'm covered in soapy water. Probably
Salty
still.
water.
Salty water. There was soap
Alright.
at one point.
So you guys are now smelling pleasantly.
Useful spell is useful.
Yes,
It's
yes, it
2
is.
days to find
Okay.
someone that everyone else you have hired have died trying to find. So I think we did rather well.
Yes.
I figured this would take probably a couple weeks if he was too hidden.
Yes. So Volo is going to kind of spread his hands and say, I thank you greatly for returning my friend. However, I do have a confession to make.
You don't have the money.
I mean, I'm not gonna necessarily say that.
No, Mordar. He has the money. I'd like to roll intimidation.
Yes. Yes. Well. Okay. I have something better than money.
Magic items?
I mean, kind of in
We
a
like
way.
we like two things: items and magic items. Money and magic items. Words are hard.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. So recently, uh, I acquired some property because it was such a good deal. Okay. I honestly didn't expect you to come back, so I might have spent the money that I was going to pay you.
Your confidence in your friend is astounding.
Sounds like there should be some indentured servitude.
Oh no. He looks at the Goliath. He says nothing like that, please. I
We don't
recently,
need that much, but you do have a very nice tavern.
okay, look.
It's not his tavern. It's not his tavern.
Uh,
yeah.
Look. There was this property that I purchased because the owner became, let's just say, unavailable to operate it. There was something about a minor slaughter, something about rats, and a lot of patrons died, and the property became
I
very
must
cheap.
inform you. I don't want to pay your property taxes as well.
I quickly pull aside. Something to deal with. Not Volo, but interrupting whoever was talking.
Sorry.
Issues with rats and you know,
Is that
we
the place we rented?
yeah.
Yes, he talks to Thok, the lonely beaver.
Yeah, no, we don't want that place.
Yep,
You're gonna have to
rats.
figure out the money.
Give me your pants. Strip.
No, I'll have
Pants.
you know. I'll have a
Gimme,
dozen
gimme.
adventurers out of my beck and call.
Gimme.
Uh-huh. And how many dozens died?
Well, I mean, about half of them, but I still have the other half.
But how many adventurers would work for you knowing that you can't pay?
Can I put my arm around Floon? We did rescue your friend after all.
Yeah,
Floon
Floon,
is
how do you
looking
feel about
very
this?
concerned. He's like, Volo? He looks up at you, Volo? Look, this property is worth easily 5,000 gold pieces. If you don't want it, sell
Cool.
it. I don't care, but
Yeah, Robin leans in. Cool. Find a way to sell it. You owe us 5,000. We'll be on our way.
no, I can't sell it. That's the thing. It's no longer in. It's not exactly in my name.
How can you give
You're
it
trying
to
to
us?
give us a place you don't own.
Well, look, like, if you only speak to the magistrates, you'll understand.
Then
Who owns it?
Then I'm certain you wouldn't mind coming along with us to speak to the magistrates.
I mean, he kind of tugs at his coat. I'm not exactly sure that's the best idea.
At this point, I imagine we're all individually speaking louder and louder, so that more of the
Yes.
tavern can hear us.
Yes.
Well, it's a damn shame that a man can't pay his adventurers for good work.
Hold on. Let's go speak.
Oh no, we can speak right here. Barkeep, some drinks over here for our fellow who's an idiot.
He starts running profusely. Okay, what is you see? I can. Well, okay, we can have
How
a magistrate
much?
meet here, nice and public.
How much do you have right now?
3 gold pieces.
Well, you can pay for our drinks. Let's see. Guys, what kind of things are we interested in that this guy might be able to provide us?
Can I check to see do I believe he's telling the absolute truth so far?
Roll it insight.
Insight, come on. Give me a good roll today. Yeah. 23 total.
The manner in which he acquired this is definitely suspect, but he's telling the truth.
The 3 gold. By the way, I've been scooting slightly closer to him consistently.
You're gonna roll to pick his pocket, aren't you, fucker?
Yes. Let's see if he has 3 gold.
Wait until you get reliable talent.
Oh, I know. I won't. When I have
24
reliable
minimum.
talent, I won't be able to roll less than a 22 on sleight
Alright.
of. Actually, no, it'll be
it'll
higher
be
than that.
It'll be higher because you'll be
Do you
increasing
know
your
what the
dex,
cost?
right?
You know what the penalty is for thievery?
I do, but I'm very good at it.
Do you know what the
You
penalty?
lose a hand.
Do you know what the penalty for getting caught
I still have
is?
both of
Because that's
mine.
stressing.
Oh man. Yeah.
Look,
So
So-
by this time, I have my because I pull out a jackal. It stays for an entire
It's like
day.
I think you. No, I think it's you
If
roll
you
for.
don't give it orders, it runs off and do shit that it wants to do.
Pretty sure it's
Oh,
follows
okay.
your
It
orders.
just does things that it likes to do. Like the jackal's a
friendly
scavenger,
to
so
you and
she'll
your
went to try to find
companions.
food.
Okay, then
Yeah, it acts according to its nature.
yeah, I say no attacking people before I leave.
You said
Okay, that's
people,
fine.
right? Noted.
Yes.
Animals that it is hunting are perfectly applicable.
as are cats.
Yikes.
So, you've spent all your money quite intelligently. How close am I to him at this point? It's like every time I talk,
you're
I'm
like
like
3 inches
visibly
from his
moving
face.
closer. Yeah, I'm deliberately just trying to like put him on ease. But while I'm that close, I'm gonna pick his pocket.
Roll it.
If you roll a natural one, I'm gonna laugh.
So I rolled an 8, so that's a 20.
All right. That's disgusting. All right, so I'm gonna roll to see if he sees you.
At level 3.
At level 3, gloves of thievery, double proficiency. Let's
Christ.
go.
And you don't even have good dex.
No.
You're still sub 4, right? You only have a +3.
He got a 19.
Oh,
Ooh,
so close.
so
I
close.
was like, you got it.
So does his bag actually have three gold coins?
It has a small pouch of 3 gold pieces and a strange parchment.
Sounds like it doesn't have to be.
I put that into my chest.
The chest on your back.
I can sleight a hand it if I need to.
I mean, he's gonna see you put that in there. I don't think there's a reasonable way you can really do that.
But does he immediately rationalize that the chest is now just a chest?
I mean,
Actually,
you put
I'm
it-
disappearing.
I mean, he assumes you had some kind of bag on your chest because
Yeah,
you're like strapped.
I'm actually going to. I'm going to while I'm like after I pickpocket, I'm going to have it to my side, and then while I'm like waiting and talking to him, I'm going to move my coin purse into the chest, swapping them out.
How much coins do you have?
Not that much.
Okay.
Okay, roll a stealth.
Would it be stealth?
Yep.
I mean, even as a stealth, I rolled a nat 18, so that's a
Yeah, that's
23.
pretty high.
All right, I will do this then.
I'm pretty
He
sure
has
that
a-
still
he
would
has
be
a
sleight of
plus-
hand, but I'll give it to you.
He has a +3.
You don't see it.
No, he doesn't.
You don't. Yeah. 23 is a bit hard to beat.
Yeah. So is it more than 3 gold coins?
No, it's 3 gold pieces
3
and
gold
a couple
pieces.
silver.
A couple
But
silver.
it has the parchment or something, right? Or is that just on the side?
It's
Yeah.
notes for his new book.
Oh.
So yeah, once I'm towards the other side of the table, I'll like once I've like gotten up in his face and like intimidated him, I stand up and like go and sit between my friends, and I'm gonna let them talk
Gotta go
for a
check
little bit.
something real quick.
He's intelligent enough to go find things now.
Anyways, fine. If you can only pay us with the property, then go ahead and hand it over. I want to be done with this situation.
He doesn't have the property. He already said.
It's
He can
not
get
in
you
his-
the property, basically.
it's-
You just have to meet with a magistrate.
Well, he'd have to come with us for making a fool of himself.
Yeah, he already
But-
offered to.
And once the tables like come to the once the drinks I asked that come to the table, I'm gonna like look him dead in the eye and like palm 3 gold coins onto the table and just stare at him.
Oh, that's just how much. Hey!
Yeah. And then I toss him his bag back.
What, so rude.
I know. It's rude of you to fail to obtain your own deal. I'm just giving you a nice, humble little reminder that if you had more on you, things would be worse for you.
Yes, well, remember this. I have friends, and he taps his nose.
So do I.
You also have debts, it seems.
Lots of debt now.
Shut up, hammer boy, he says to Shoshiro.
I'm wielding a sword right now, so the joke's on him.
He've heard tales of you and your hammers. Is there a reason you rolled a D1000, Devin?
1 0 is bigger than. I mean, 2 0 is bigger than 1 0. Smart
You have
barbarian.
You have 19 intelligence. You know that's not true.
That's
Isn't it?
But he has
Isn't
low
it,
enough
though?
wisdom not to realize that, probably. I don't know.
Wisdom, he's just not observant
Yeah.
or particularly witty. Like, we could still throw jokes right over his head and he wouldn't get them.
Then I would make a Drax reference, like, I'm like, no, I'd catch them. They can't go over my head.
Yeah,
My
just
reflexes
imagine.
are too fast.
Kind of how it goes, yes.
Have you ever
Yeah,
heard
Drax
the
is a
one about?
personification of low wisdom.
Yeah, you ever heard the one about how there are two types of people in the world? You ever heard that one?
I'm not
No?
taking your bait.
What kind of people?
Jeez.
Well, you see, there are those who can extrapolate from an unfinished data set.
He had to take his bait, didn't you?
Of course.
All of our collective intelligences went down by 1.
Roll an int save. Or take psychic damage.
But I'm while people are like while the group is talking to him, I'm gonna stand up from the table and look around for any symbols of my friends.
Okay.
See if there's any
While
new
you
ones.
do that, give me a second. I'm gonna go get some water, and I will be right back in a second. I need to hydrate.
I am going to take the opportunity to do almost the same thing.
All right. Be right back.
But if you guys know me by now, you know what I'm going for.
Alcohol.
Chalky milk. I'm underage.
Chalky milk. That's what I meant to say.
I am 20. Technically illegal.
Ah.
Illegal! It's 21 to drink.
There are extraneous circumstances.
Yeah, drinking at home. If they're like, I'm fine. But there's nothing that they can do to prove that I've done anything. But that's not as bad as what I'm gonna do Friday anyway. Technically, anyway. I am going up to my boss's house, my boss at GameStop, and we're gonna get high. It's gonna be fun. Mostly because I fucking had very, very stressful few weeks, and I really just want to decompress. So we're gonna eat edibles and play Magic the Gathering.
Makes sense.
And mind you, they don't know. I'm going to be teaching them how to play Magic while high on my ass.
Oh god.
It's going to be amazing. I got a new spoon when I already had a spoon, like an idiot.
Genius.
I'm going up to Justin's place because he offered me edibles. A mustache, and probably razor marks.
You know what they say? Everything's edible if you're brave enough.
I don't think that's what they say. I think they're referring to dildos.
Wait, what did I miss?
Anything's a dildo if you're brave enough.
Yeah, okay.
Tape? No.
Is everyone here?
Yeah.
Technically, I'm downstairs right now, but I'll be upstairs soon.
Okay. Toshiro? Devin?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I assume he's here because he's posting fucking gifts. All
He
right.
is as here as he always is. Almost not.
All right. So, unfortunately, you managed to offend your main ally. So, if you need audiences with influential people, they will not be able to help you.
Not the upstanding influential people, anyway.
Yeah. All right. Unfortunately, you do not find
Right.
any marks of any spiders or anything like that. And you now own, after if you talking to the magistrate, they inform you of taxes. How much
I
income will
actually,
you be declaring today?
oh, none because we
We
haven't
were
made any
paid
money.
nothing.
We're buying the thing. We haven't officially made it a business yet.
Okay, okay. So you're telling me you haven't earned anything in your adventures?
No.
The adventures have nothing to do with the establishment we're purchasing.
It's because as upstanding citizens of Waterdeep, as adventurers even, you're required to pay taxes on your requirements.
I'm not an adventurer.
Well, to be fair, we are trying to get our acquirements as you speak. This is the price this is the reward that was promised to us.
Yes. If anything, in regards to coming here and procuring this establishment, this fellow offered us a deal and he cannot pay it.
Really? Volo would start sweating profusely.
Yes, in fact, he came here offering us this establishment as payment for the deed we had done because he didn't have any money.
He slides the magistrate a note. She reads it, looks up at all of you, raises an eyebrow, and then nods. Very well. I will see that everything is arranged. You guys now own the Lonely Badger.
Much obliged.
Are you guys particularly concerned about owning this establishment? Because if not, I can handle it.
A bar, right? Just
Yes.
regular bar.
The tavern.
I want-
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be the guy that has the rag and he just kind of goes in circles.
Our
with the
bouncer?
rag. Yeah,
That
My
is
dog is
definitely a
howling.
thing Thog would probably do.
my dog is howling. My little chihuahua is howling like a wolf. She's so lonely.
It's kind of fitting that the Lonely Badger is owned Lonely Badger owned by Robin. What? No. If you guys, I could use this to set up a bit of an establishment. Might be able to procure allies in another way. This is outside of the magistrate, probably. If we handled things there, I'm not going to talk about this right in front of the
Obviously.
fucking wall.
I am not well versed in the way of the city, so I will leave that to your expertise.
I know most of the Undercity, but not the Upper City.
Well, my only concern is if we do run a business outside from this Lonely Badger, we may want to rid ourselves of the rat issue first.
Yes, and probably get ourselves some more helpful compatriots. Which leads me to the next thing. You guys offered to help me find my friends, correct?
I am not opposed to helping you in your endeavor.
They can be, I imagine, quite useful to us. And regardless, can help establish this tavern as a way of getting passive income. It's out of our field, but
It's the Lonely Beaver, not Badger. My bad.
Lonely Beaver. As it happens, we specifically have been looking to try to get an establishment to begin to establish ourselves. So,
Robin, you're wearing like a different disguise. Are you wearing like a different disguise when meeting the magistrate?
I believe I said that I took off the disguise when I had gone to the cleric. If I knew I was going to the law, I didn't have a good disguise prepared because a lonely drunk is not a good one. If I would have had time to prepare for it, I would have put together a bit of a more regal, posh disguise and disguised myself as someone who is more upstanding.
Okay.
If you
I'm
want
gonna
me to
have the
roll for that.
magistrate roll an intelligence check to try to see through your disguise.
Yeah. I do also have to roll to make these disguise edits and stuff.
I don't care about that. Because I assume like with enough effort and enough time, they can you can make it work anyway. Well, she rolled a 5, so she probably doesn't see through your disguise because your description is your description that you're in the tavern is known around because
I don't like retconning things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that I was probably going there as my own face. I'm just gonna
Okay.
have to keep that in mind.
Were you wearing a disguise when you initially saw the fence?
The fence? I believe I had already. We didn't really discuss anything in regards to the fence.
I
I
imagine
only-
you had a disguise on, probably, right?
If I figured that the fence was fishy, probably.
Yeah. Okay. But you notice that there is a wanted poster behind her head talking about how there was a slaughter at like the tavern you guys are buying, and certain people who are vaguely kind of similar to your composition to your guys are wanted for potential association regarding necromancy.
I ain't none of us able to cast that shit.
Yeah. You want it specifically for in league with necromantic forces.
All we did is just a bit. We helped the guy. We purged the rats we could, and then we told him that shit's fucked and left.
Yep. Doesn't necessarily mean that that you did it, but it's what you're wanted for.
Yeah. I imagine that fucking. It was that bouncer that just sort of hung out. It's like, holy shit, those guys didn't fix all of our problems. Fuck them.
Oh no, the bouncer barely lived. He was the only survivor.
Yep.
The rats plunged upstairs and killed everyone.
The only witness.
Yeah.
But it didn't come out of the inn. So the inn currently is.
It's you go to the end and it's in pretty rough shape. There's broken shit everywhere. There's blood and like bits of dead, diseased, undead rats.
Okay. Well, this is not my expertise, as I said, in the city. But I do assume we are not staying today until we can deal with the entire situation.
There's a footprint in the dust in front of you that wasn't there a second ago.
Okay, I'm definitely going to notice that. Do I, like, just a single footprint, or is there a continuous trail?
A single footprint.
What in the world just... Can I reach out with my spear and very quickly just, with the butt end of it, see if I tap anything in front, in a kind of an arc?
Poke around.
It feels like coagulated jelly. But
What?
then suddenly all the resistance disappears.
I'm going to describe it, and you guys see, I'm utterly confused.
Is it like a small area, or is it just like this entire doorway has got gel behind it?
No, just one as if it was a shape of a person. But you could only feel it, you couldn't see it.
Right. That felt extremely odd. There was something there, like a gel, almost felt like
all the
hitting
candles
through
went
jelly.
out.
Well, shit. Let's see if I for this.
You hear the tavern groaning a little bit.
Before we get going on this one, can I ask, when I got healed, how much did I get healed up to?
We'll say you've taken a long rest.
Oh, sweet.
Because this would have been, you would have come and investigate your property at your leisure, so.
Right, okay.
So if anyone didn't catch that, you have long rested.
Yoki.
I snore intelligently.
Yes, like a lawyer.
Yes.
The barbarian knows random facts about things and uses them in a blunt way.
Oh, I know a good meme. Like, you know where they put that, like, I don't know what language she's saying, but she puts a bow on the cat's head, and the cat like looks back and it shows like the universe and stuff, and that could be like a template, where the cat's the barbarian and then the bow's the headband.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
None of us do, I think.
I've been drinking too much Monster. I will just go ahead and find the video.
Okay. All right. So, you can all roll me a nature check if you wish, or a religion check.
Definitely going nature.
I got
Natural
+4.
1 for 4.
Nature
That's an
+4
owl.
is wow. With
I got a 2.
I'm more tell
what
you.
did you get, Thog?
Ain't none of us know shit,
Yeah.
cause I got a fucking 5.
Thog sniffs. He's like, suspicious.
Yeah, this done fucked up.
Oh shit.
I am going to.
What's your AC, Morinar?
16.
Never mind.
A glass bottle goes above your head and hits the door.
What in the bloody hell?
Is there a
Okay.
ghost here?
Is that normal in a city? That's
I don't know. Vengeful spirits happen every once in a while. I haven't seen any.
Here,
I feel a
you hear a
feeling I'm gonna
creepy
close the
echo.
door while we're
Closing
talking.
time.
So
Dana?
we have an issue. Undead thing. And
don't
our
remember.
paladin is in another universe.
yes.
So let's handle this building when we can. Maybe did we? Where's Volo? He went back to his bar.
Yeah, give me a second. I can play his character for a little bit.
Where'd that fucker go?
Hey guys, how's it going? I was in hell. You know, literally.
Oh, he just pops up.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just shows up in my bag, like just pops out of my bag because I have
Yeah,
the...
yeah. Well, turns out this he holds up the goblin hand. This fucking thing, does all kinds of weird shit. Okay.
Right. So let's leave that alone for now.
I was going to give us like something else to do until we could get the other with our paladin back, and then we could handle the bar. But apparently we're doing this now.
I mean, I'm gonna say it's well within your capabilities. It's probably not gonna kill you.
Probably.
As I go down.
Every probably not's gonna kill us is downed one of us in some way, but
Well, let's
That's
do it.
because I just get either really unlucky or really lucky with the dice. I mean, they have a mind of their fucking own.
I'm gonna look around like the edges of this bar. Actually, no, fuck, we're in the right area of town. I'm gonna find a beggar real quick and ask them if they've got any new information for me.
He's going to indicate that there is a investigator on this street who might be able to help you later. He says, Vincent, good old boy.
Good old boy. Well, on that, if you can communicate to a spider or weasel to come to the Lonely Beaver, we're going to be establishing there. Probably not right now. We'll see if we can clear it out, but that is a hub. For anyone, by the way.
Okay.
For
Are you
particularly
going to be
us
carving
who are-
certain symbols to indicate certain groups are welcome in there?
Probably at some point. But I'm
Okay.
going, and I will look at the this beggar. Anybody who's good at selling pie.
Yes. He rubbed his hands a little bit. I think I know a few people.
And tell them that whispers always welcomes.
Yes. He's going to grab a rat, pet it a little bit, and then send it off scurrying.
And
He's a
with
rat
that,
whisperer.
he knows whispers are good. But yeah, I'm gonna head back to the barkeep, and on the front, I am going to mark my symbol. And then, but where there is actually, what it was, I remember giving you
Clandestinely
that.
in such a way.
Yeah, it's going to be a more like overt symbol, even though it's still kind of meaningless. I can't remember specifics of what I. But instead of the heart around it is going to be I'm going to carve like a silhouette of a W behind it.
Okay, then again, this is your home base?
Yeah.
Okay.
This
what is
isn't
it that you're trying
a
to indicate
tag
to
to
your
tell it.
two people?
It's basically like I'm just trying to make it more clear that this is like more important. Instead of
Okay.
being a tag to mark where I was located, this is like hub spot.
Okay, gotcha.
Big W is to indicate whispers.
Okay. All right.
For context, any of you guys who would have been paying attention Jin, you would have noticed that Robin every once in a while draws a heart and then writes some text into it onto random things.
Okay.
He has
Warnock
more
probably
powers
sees
to
it.
be like, maybe he's a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, probably see it, and I don't really think too much of it. It's, oh, okay, that's neat.
All right. So, what are you guys gonna do?
So we are at the. Let me get this straight. We are at the Lonely Beaver Inn.
Mm-hmm.
We
Right in front of it.
are.
Inside it, actually.
We are inside, and a glass is shattered above me by the doorway.
Yeah, like a
All
bottle
the
was thrown
candles
at
have
you.
gone out, and something has said, "It's closing time."
Yep.
And Alexandros is with us.
Yep. Let's see, what spells does he have available? He has not selected any fucking spells. What the fuck?
I just had to select spells for Weasel on her character sheet, so he might have them out of character or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Where did
No, he literally Romy didn't fucking select any spells.
Well, Divine Smite is good enough.
I guess they're all smite slots to him. All right, so he's going to perform a ritual, a ceremony, and attempt to relieve the spirits of this place, to attempt to get them to go to the other side. He does a pretty good job, actually.
Pick on it, Theo. I was just pinning down the sibling.
Gotcha. Thank you. All right. So he gets all but one particularly stubborn spirit to leave.
And we got one particularly stubborn spirit. I'm gonna pickpocket the spirit. No.
The spirit is manifested as a barkeep.
We know who you are.
Yeah, you got me killed.
You weren't very descriptive.
He starts trying to buff his bar with a rag, but he can't do it. He looks very sad.
While he's doing that, I'm going to buff the bar for him. So, you're a ghost.
You have +2. Please write that down.
I have +2.
Yep, just write that down. Not a note.
+2. I'm gonna DM it to you and pin it for myself.
Okay.
So we both keep track of it.
It's to adjust the attitude of the ghost. So.
Yeah. We realize well, technically it's the rat downstairs who killed you, and I did try to block them off.
Okay, fair enough.
I wasn't expecting exactly you to manifest as a ghost.
Neither was I.
Could be very interesting gimmick for a barkeep, don't you think?
Oh, really? He tries to grab a glass. Except this whole thing.
Yeah, there's ways to work that out, and I cast Mage Hand. And where his hand is, I'm gonna try to match it up as close as I can.
Oh. You gotta teach me
That's
that.
only, yeah, it's only while I'm here. But if we could teach you spells, that would be very interesting. But perhaps there's a way we could work this out into. I mean, it's very fun to have a ghost bartender. Even if you can't necessarily do bartender things, you could still potentially increase the income of this keep.
He starts scruffing his beard. Maybe. Get rid of the rats.
Yes, that's going to be our first objective. Because
Is there anything you could be telling us about the said rats this time around? Maybe the full story.
Well, okay. So I got a really good offer for a magical item. You know, I might be, let's just say, a connoisseur of certain things like that. And the
one that you
caverns are
picked off
maybe, I don't want to call them tunnels, but let's just say alternative means of transport.
they are very useful, is what you're saying, and that's what you will refer to them as if you ever get the chance or have to refer to them. Don't worry.
Yes.
Our group has procured ownership of this barkeep. a bar now,
Oh,
a tavern.
fantastic. He's basically
And
communicating that there are tunnels for smuggling.
yeah, and I am seeking to put together a bit of a thieves guild. So the tunnels are going to be used once we clear them.
Yes. Well, I
Though,
do have some old mining equipment in one of the areas, but you'll need laborers, and of course, you got to get that damned artifact out of there.
yeah, the one you picked off the body of that dwarf.
Yeah.
I imagine it's with your corpse now.
He raises his hand. One of his ghost fingers is missing. Yep.
Well, regardless, this is a budding of a new guild, hopefully. One that we're going to keep quiet. And
Yes.
probably the only good standing thieves guild in the town, hopefully, once things get going.
Hell knows the other two are up shit creek.
Yes, we, well, me and my friends are a steal from the rich, give to the poor kind of group. Always been disenfranchised with, well, the scumbags at the top.
Yes, well, the
And I
Beaver
see it as
Inn
an
will become
opportunity.
the dam to that shit creek. Yes?
Yes, that sounds perfect.
I like this.
Yeah, we have dismissed all of our good standing like lawful people. We're gonna build a chaotic good group party.
I mean, even
Fuck the
fucking
law.
Romy's character is technically chaotic, so
Yeah, my alignment's chaotic good. I'm fine with
Fuck,
this.
fuck the law.
I'm fine with this.
those fat cats with their sipping their wine.
I'm getting we're about to develop a bar that has a ghost barkeep. This is going to be amazing.
All right, so you guys descend into the bowels.
So we have the rat problem. We need to figure out how to solve it. Do we want to find some help first?
Well, we have Thog with us this time,
That is true.
and he is looking rather bright-eyed.
Smart.
Bright in general.
Yes.
He now has a.
I started
beard.
using soap.
Oh, white beard. Beard just I started using soap. I realized it was quite helpful.
He's gonna impress some Lady Goliath.
Right?
Is the do Goliath's value intelligence? He's gonna just really smart, really strong, not particularly wise.
I really enjoy his stat spread.
So
It's like his
ridiculous.
initial 16. What is it? 3 16s and then 3 8s was just like the quintessential barbarian. What was it? 17,
it's amazing.
15, 16, and then it was 8 8 8. That was just
It
like
really is quite an amazing spread of stats for something like a barbarian. It actually does
Yeah.
work quite well.
all right. So you guys head downstairs.
Yeah, sure. Just out of curiosity, because Toshiro's been quiet for a while. Is he actually here?
Uh-oh.
Toshiro, you there, buddy?
Are you bugged? Disconnect from the call entirely and rejoin?
Like he's moving, but
I moved him.
Yeah,
Oh.
to see if he would notify. He must have gone and done something, and we must have missed it.
well, he did say at one point that he might have to go shopping, but
Yeah, he's not in character though.
I'm
He
not
has a
sure
bunch
if
of
he
fucking
did.
gold.
Is that
Maybe
what
he meant that IRL.
I was wondering if he meant in real life or not.
Yeah. Oh,
Huh.
no, because I'm just like, wait, Toshiro's usually a lot more involved in this.
That's what
Where
I was
does he-
thinking too.
Does he live around? Is he like in a city? Because it's getting late.
Oh,
Might
we've
not
stayed up
have-
later
Oh,
before.
maybe he just lost internet or something.
Well, he's still connected.
I mean, Discord
Well,
doesn't necessarily
Discord-
DC you for a while.
Yeah, it keeps you on for a
But
while.
he's been quiet for a while.
Yeah. I was like,
I think
was
what
like,
happened is that we went AFK. He had to go do something a little bit longer than you meant.
Let's all just at him.
Or maybe he actually went to go shopping.
He might have just gone shopping.
This is fucking hilarious.
That's
I'm gonna see if I can add him and see if he's online. Where'd you go, bud?
I'm not gonna lie. That's a little fucking weird to do in the middle of a D&D session, but
Well,
Casually.
We had to have misinterpreted something or something,
he-
or he got caught up in something and he wasn't expected. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, because when we all came back, when you said, "Are we all here?" I swear all of us
that's
said
what
yes.
I swear I saw him
Yeah.
say something.
You know what happened? He pulled the finger on the monkey paw and got sent to another realm. Like,
when Alexandros came back, she was like, "What the heck?" and it accidentally touched the monkey.
it just replaced them. It was just some whatever devil in hell that just abducted our paladin was like, oh, I can trade real quick.
Yeah.
Do you actually want to know
the
what
fighter's gonna
happens
be
when
more
he's
fun.
down? I kind of want Roman to be here for this, but I do actually have something planned for what happened with him when he was down there. We'll role play when he gets back, but
Well,
I mean, like, I don't really want to push
I can
forward right
start-
now if we're missing two.
yeah,
Thing
I can
is-
start reading some magic cards and see if that summons him from the aether. Like, got some in my
say
hand.
something controversial quick.
Something controversial about magic?
Yeah.
Playing
Bushido is
against
the best
blue
deck
is a
ever.
fun experience.
Suddenly, somewhere, his ears pricked up.
Right? He's like, "Oh, my ear's itching. What the heck?"
This is interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if we have much of a choice. We've only been gone for a couple hours. I mean, you know what I mean?
Sorry about that. I had to go.
Oh, there you
There
are.
it is.
There he
It
is.
did it. It did it. It did it.
Huh?
It did it!
What?
The magic summoning.
No, okay, we were like, where is he? Okay, how do we get him back? And he's like, I'll say someone with magic could summon him from the ether. And then I'm like, okay, go do it. You know what he said? Say it
What?
again, Robin.
I said playing against blue is at all fun.
Yeah,
Pop
no,
up, like,
you just
3
you just
seconds
get
later.
correct. So
I'm like, somehow your ears prick up. All right, there we go. Okay, we're back. Toshiro suddenly is
What
not
did-
possessed by a ghost, and he's all good.
Yeah. What
I
did
don't
you
know.
miss so far?
last I
Where
was
did you
here,
live?
we were at the entrance of the house, and there was like a footstep.
TLDR, there's a ghost. The Azamar Paladin poofed back into existence and managed to purge most of the ghosts, except the barkeeper, who is
Did he get
interested
stuck?
in possibly becoming your barkeep as a ghost.
Does he get sucked back into hell?
No, he
Just
wasn't
pops
actually in
up
hell,
to-
but
Pops up to exorcise some demons and is just poof gone again.
no, he's here. He's here. He's here to chill.
I mean, I don't really have too many chickens in this egg basket. So whatever
We're
you
going
guys
to
deem
purge the
acceptable.
rats out again.
Yeah, well, it's just we
Properly.
were about to go down to actually deal with the rats, and I all of a sudden I was like, "Hey, Toshiro hasn't said anything for a while. Is he actually with us to go down?"
I mean, I still want to try and sell some goods and whatnot, but I'm down to
I
do
told
whatever.
you he meant in character shopping. I mean,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
I
weren't
wasn't sure because he
though.
wasn't responding.
yeah, okay, fair.
It's like we have no idea where he went. Where did you go?
I had to go let my doggy inside. It's like 17 degrees here, so the dog that we have that she usually stays outside in a kennel area, and we have to bring her in because it's just too cold.
That's
Too
totally
much snow on the
fair.
ground.
Totally understandable.
We got a foot and a half of snow outside right now.
Oh, jeez.
It's been raining nonstop over here, and that's all I've had to deal with.
Yeah, it's been raining as well. It snowed 7 inches one night and like 6 the following, and since then it's been like drizzle misting, and the water's just been like freezing on contact with the ground. So there's like this giant like
Just as
crust
a
layer of ice
sheet of
Oh, that
ice.
is
Yeah.
a shit show.
Dreadful.
over like powder snow. So walking outside is just awful.
Oh,
So,
man.
we are going back into the basement to handle rats.
Okay, fair enough.
Because we need the smuggling tunnels for Robin's big thief guild endeavor.
Idea.
Wonderful. Okay.
But while we're going down, I'm going to drink one of my potions, another one of my potions of fire breath.
I do want to just like inform the group. Okay, fine, I'll help, but after this, I
We're going
need to go
shopping
shopping.
immediately.
Yes.
But we'll
Yes.
probably find more loot in here.
Very well.
Means more money to more buy things.
To more
And I just
bite
sort of
things.
like slouch slightly, realizing I'm the one that's going to have to lift all the rocks out of the way.
No, Alexandros is back. And
He is?
Locke's with you.
And we have a
Oh.
barbarian.
Oh, wonderful.
We have a lot of people who can move shit around.
Yes.
Then Morinar can do it because fuck, I carried you all the way up from the sewers.
I will try to do my part.
I also have a crowbar if somebody wants it. Because it gives advantage on strength checks where the leverage can be applied. And I sure as shit can't do anything with strength.
All right, so you guys go down into the basement, arguing among yourselves. You notice that there are rat corpses everywhere.
Eh?
Yes.
We newly noticed, but they were here before.
No,
Somebody
no,
had to
new
deal with them.
ones.
Oh,
It seems like something scarier probably moved in.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh boy.
It wasn't the so this is like clearly not like the guard that came in to like handle the rats after they were fucking
No,
the place.
they were fucking pulverized.
Is the wall open again?
Has to be at this
yes.
point.
Is
Okay.
it really dark? Do we need?
I light a torch.
Here, let me pull the typical D&D player. I have dark vision.
This isn't
I
normal
don't.
darkness. It's super darkness. Woo!
Yeah, that's not how.
I have
darkness
super
works.
dark vision.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna. Do I still have torches? I don't know if I've got any. I don't know if I've kept track of torches. Is there anything that is torchable in this building, in this room?
Not really. There
Or
are
none.
still like some
Oh,
barrels
fuck, I have a-
and things like that at the end of the
I
boat.
am going to go walk up. Like when
I
I
just-
see this, I'm going to be really concerned with what's
I
going
don't-
on. I'm going to
I don't
walk
know
up
why-
to Toshiro and cast protection from evil and good.
Yeah, I pull out my hooded lantern that I forget I fucking have. Which probably has some oil in it, and I'm gonna need to get some more at some point. But I'm gonna light it with prestidigitation and unhood it so it sheds 30-foot bright and then a 30-foot dim immediately after that.
When you at the very edges of the room at the beginning of a cavern, you notice at the very edges of the dim vision, you can see what looks like a very big foot.
Oh, Scheiße.
Like a person foot?
Kind of. You can roll a nature
Father?
check with disadvantage.
We are now very obviously here.
7.
Disadvantage with those that don't have dark side, I assume. Because dark side dim light is gonna be very hard for them.
Yep.
Oh wait, but I do have dark vision.
Normal then.
Then it's a 16. Yeah, 16.
If you didn't know about it, you would say that's a. Oh shit, that's an ogre foot.
It's an ogre.
Oh well, that's fun.
Finally, a worthy opponent. Our
Agreed.
battle will
You
be
hear a large
legendary.
snore.
Oh,
I
we
mean-
get
Finally, a worthy opponent.
I'm gonna
And then-
I'm gonna take my potion of fire breath and like look to the group and like hand it out towards someone.
I want to point at someone else. And,
Yeah, who doesn't have a bonus action attack?
Does
you
anyone
can-
not have a bonus action?
If I
thing
rage,
that they do?
If I rage, I can attack again.
Yeah, with the bonus action.
Oh, he
So
went
you don't
free.
need it.
Okay.
So Alexandros then.
Yeah, I hand it to you because you can when you drink
But
it, you
his
can
bonus
bonus action
action
breathe
is fine.
fire.
Okay.
His bonus action smite.
Who, me?
No,
Alexander.
Alexander.
I'm pretty sure smite. You can cast a spell smite, but if you just attack and smack with smite,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
don't
I guess
cost-
if
that
you're
doesn't
using the
cost anything.
boring one, that's fair.
I mean, it's still very, very fucking
If
powerful.
possible, I would like to take the initiative here if you guys are cool with that.
Oh, we
Well-
can all surprise attack this.
Yeah,
fucker.
it's all good, and you have protection from evil and good.
Yes. So because there's no way I'm stealthing over there,
Mhm.
I just want to teleport to it. Is that cool?
Okay.
I just want to teleport and lay into it.
When you teleport, as you raise your blade, you see another ogre against the wall, like with its back, with its sitting against like the cavern, and he has a head against the wall, like just taking a nap. and then you see what looks to be this creature. Allow me to send you a picture of this creature.
That's about to be like descriptive.
So
It's a
do
creature.
we see two
There
ogres,
are
or is it just one?
there are.
An ogre and a thing.
If they
Okay.
haven't noticed me, if nothing has noticed me yet, I will hold up like 2 fingers.
By the way, with you teleporting, you only have disadvantage on stealth that involves sound. So
Exactly, that's why I'm teleporting, so I don't have to walk over.
you can still stealth.
All
What's
I'm
the
saying is like
disadvantage?
Basically, you
yeah.
can roll a nature check, but basically you recognize this as a greater zombie.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm going to hold up like like 3 fingers over my shoulder, hoping that the others see it, and then attempt to wail
Yeah.
into the down ogre.
Yeah, let us. Okay, can we plan an attack first?
Well, I thought I already teleported in.
You teleported in. Nobody else knows what they're doing.
Okay, fair enough. You guys talk amongst yourselves, and
Let's
we'll assume that it happened
prepare.
prior.
Well,
Let's
To
get
share,
quietly
make a
up.
stealth check.
Yeah, make a
You're
stealth
whispering
check.
very loudly over there. Okay, you just make a roll. Just you're doing that whole thing.
What?
I'm gonna.
No, I didn't. I never What? No, I
Yeah,
said
he
I
wasn't
didn't say
talking. I was
anything earlier.
no, he just teleported in. He's saying that
I
he-
teleported
teleported in and
over,
waiting.
saw the
Okay,
stuff, and
look,
held
if
up
you
three
want to,
fingers.
because you were fully committed to making an attack. If you want to stop making that attack because for some reason,
No,
that means your character
okay.
would have communicated with the others.
I think you're taking this out of context. I think you're taking this out of context a bit.
Because like you made the decision as your characters that you wanted to teleport right up to there and you were going to attack, right? And that's as I said, as you raise your weapon.
I can still indicate to him visually.
That's
Without
fair.
Okay,
saying.
I guess I'm making a weapon attack. I guess.
Like when you. Like when you were making an attack, I'm gonna like try to like wave you out and
That's
stop you.
okay.
And
That's
that can
fair.
be the
That's
way
fair.
we handle that.
You communicate through through hand means. You're like
Gestures.
just wait a second, right? Okay.
Putting up a finger is like, let us get up there.
It's only a 30-foot teleport. You
Well,
guys can't be more than 1 turn of movement away.
I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna have my longbow ready. I'm just looking for the go ahead, and I'm gonna shoot.
Yeah.
So-
Well, I'm just making sure everybody has a chance to
And
prepare
as for
what they want to do.
The planning, I'm assuming their conversation, that is them and not me, is occurring whilst I'm taking a look
the thing is,
around, as you said.
You teleport it up,
Okay.
and the rest of us still have to get to it, and a
Yeah.
surprise round is going to be very fucking useful to us right now. I was just trying to make sure everybody had the time to figure out what kind of thing they wanted to do with their surprise round.
Okay, so Robin, you're
Before
gonna
you smack
raise your
the
right
yourself.
hand, right, and you're gonna be like, okay, everyone, like this is like
Yeah.
the universal symbol of like everyone get ready,
Yeah.
right? So everyone prepare what you're gonna do.
Right.
Just
So
to make sure we get a surprise round on these guys.
What are you
I'm
gonna be doing, Thog?
at the prone boy.
I don't know.
What
I
would your
just have an
character what
axe.
would your character do with a sleeping ogre?
You can ready up an attack and then rush them when we all start attacking and just smack them. Because you definitely have enough
Well,
movement to get there.
I could try and go for like his neck, since I mean the thing's just sleeping.
It's
It's
true.
going to be too big tanky to die quickly like that.
I mean, not
bleed out.
necessarily. You can roll a stealth if you want, Thog.
I mean, it's on the ground, so you'll have advantage on the attack.
I'll
since it's
try a
prone.
stealth.
Roll it.
14.
When he goes to make that attack, we should all attack.
yeah.
The
I have
passive
my- I have
perception
my-
is 13, so he does not sense you.
Ooh, very good. So Thog
Okay.
moves up.
Also,
with-
I'm pretty sure while sleeping,
Sure.
passive perception is also reduced by 5. So it's like
I'm not sure
extra
about that,
quick.
but you're probably right. That may sound like a Pathfinder roll. I'm not
I
sure.
mean, there's a zombie that's not sleeping,
Yeah.
so either way,
Yeah.
we should be fine. Should be fine for now.
Well, I'm
it has a
ready.
really low wisdom score anyway, so
Yeah.
it just has
really
it just has
Alexandros and-
it has a very low wisdom score, but it has a direct bonus to perception if that makes sense. So I don't know. I guess they wanted to be able to fucking see shit. It's a weird stat block.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
either way, I'm ready. So Robin and Alexandros are the ones who needs to hold something.
Okay, so I want everyone to go ahead and roll me initiative, and then we'll do your surprise round, and then we'll continue combat like normal.
Sounds good. Nice. I'm gonna put that in.
And
Pain.
fucking Alex rolled a nat 1.
Ooh.
Oof.
Big X.
I got a 1.
But 1 plus 2 for 3 in total.
Robin, you have a 11. Toshiro, you have a
You
16.
have not been rolling very well.
I roll very bad on initiative.
22. Start. All right. So, you guys can go ahead and do your surprise round. We'll start with Morinar. What are you doing, buddy?
If it's the ogre, I am going to. This is a full thing, right? I can use everything
Yes.
I have. Okay.
Surprise round.
So I am going to do favorite foe, and then I'm going to make a longbow attack.
Go for it.
Oh, Christ, that's a 14 to hit.
Let's see. You do have an advantage because he is prone.
Prone means I actually roll at disadvantage.
At range.
Oh, that's right, ranged.
So let me do that for you.
There was one
it's
that was
still
leaning
14
against the
because
wall
natural
who's
20 on the
not.
second roll.
Well, I was saying
Pain.
there's one who's leaning against the wall who's not prone, but I guess it doesn't matter.
If we fixate all on one creature, we can bring this down to a
You
one-on-one
hit it
fight
anyway.
with
It
the other
has a
thing.
very low armor class, apparently. I didn't see that. Oh, well, whatever.
Okay, well, I'm going to re-roll this just so that it doesn't calculate the crit for damage, okay?
You can just right-click and hit do normal roll, but yeah.
Oh, that's sorry. Oh, anyways,
That's
it's 6 piercing, and then I'm going to roll my favorite foe, so that is... so 9 damage total.
All right. Let me roll its HP real quick. All right. So it took 10 damage?
9 damage, sorry.
9 damage? Okay.
Yes.
All right. These are some pretty tanky boys.
Yeah, I figured.
All right. Toshiro.
I'm going to be swinging at the downed one, the one who's prone.
Okay. You may do so with advantage.
Try that again. A little bit calmer this time. Okay,
Wait,
first
does he
roll's an
count-
11.
The ogre's
Does-
AC is 8, by the way.
Holy
okay.
shit, that's low.
Second
Does the
roll
ogre count as
is 7 to
incapacitated
11.
right now? Because
So it'll be 17.
Hold on. What are you saying?
Does the ogre count as incapacitated right now because of sleep?
Right. It'll wake up. That's why you get a surprise round.
Yeah. It'll
That's
wake up. When does it wake up? Is it after the first attack?
After the round's completed, it'll wake up and have its normal actions.
Because if you do it like that, everybody who's hitting it in melee right now gets a crit.
Oh.
When you link me the roll?
Yeah. It's the incapacitated condition.
I don't believe sleeping count is incapacitated.
It's not incapacitated.
That's
It's just
why I was
unconscious.
asking you.
It's just unconscious.
It's like just in case. Because I'm pretty sure unconscious inflicts incapacitated condition, but he would wake up after the first hit. As per base D&D rules.
Yeah, let's just roll it that way, right? Like,
Yeah, that's
it
usually
makes
how
more
it goes.
sense.
I'll pull it up for you though while we're going. But
Okay,
he
we'll
would do it right now.
leave it as is, and we'll consider with the others. Whatever. We'll work on that later.
Incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. Unconscious creatures incapacitated, can't move or speak, and is unaware of its surroundings. It drops whatever it's holding and falls prone. Auto fails strength and dex saves. Attack rolls against it have advantage, and any attack that hits it is a crit if the attacker is within 5 feet.
Okay, yeah, it has to be within
Yeah,
5
that's
feet.
why.
So,
That's why I was like, wait, hold up. It sounded like you're still describing him as being asleep, and that'll fuck him up real bad with all these melee fighters around him.
all right, Tosh, go ahead. What did you roll for damage?
Yep. Rolling for damage.
It is a crit.
One. Okay, so that is. Oh, so I need to roll 46.
You could also right-click your.
I don't trust this thing. It rolls 2s constantly. Okay, and there's another one, so I gotta
Real
reroll
life
that
dice.
one. Wow. Okay, cool. So that is. What's my modifier again? +4 on damage. So that. Okay, that is 26.
Holy shit. Okay.
Crits, baby.
And,
it's awake now.
Action surge.
Go ahead.
Swing again.
It's still prone, so you can attack with advantage.
But not crit.
Yeah.
Guy can if it's a 20.
Oh, sure. I mean, but you know what we meant.
It's a 20.
Oh, that's what you meant.
No, he literally rolled a nat
First
20.
roll was a 16, second roll was a 20.
Alright, that's what he meant.
Fucked.
Roll damage.
Poor ogre.
That's as fucked as this ogre's about to be.
Reroll a 1. Reroll the 2. I love Great Weapon Fighter.
I'm pretty sure you only re-roll dice once, but if
Yeah, there was a 1, there was a 2.
one,
I
one and a
rerolled
two,
them.
you're still rolling ones and twos in real life. Hey,
So on the reroll, that is 10 plus 6 plus 4, putting it at 24 damage.
All right.
Christ.
Christ.
What type of damage is that?
That is all slashing.
Okay.
That is 50 points of damage in a single round from a fight.
I have advantage on my d6s, effectively. I've got like halfling luck on the d6s, and then I've got advantage on the melee attacks.
It was just silly.
All right, Robin.
Yeah, well, watching all this shit happen, I'm popping right up to this guy, and he's prone. I have advantage. There's also people next to it, so I definitely get sneak attack. So let's roll the attack. That's a nat 17. Let's see if I
They
crit.
really need to rename that fucking ability.
Yeah,
What?
sneak attack? Yeah.
Sneak attack?
Yeah.
Because it's so
Basically
easy to
nothing do with
trigger.
sneaking.
Yeah. I mean, sneaking does give you the sneak attack effect, but so does, like, literally anything that
Everything
gives you
else.
advantage, or having a friend next to them.
Especially if you play a swashbuckler. Basically, it's anything gives you advantage. Like, or
Yeah.
sneak attack.
It's like you can make like a charisma check against them, can't you?
You don't even need to. It's straight up swashbucklers. If there's no one else around them, you get sneak attack.
And none of us are behind the ogre, correct?
Correct.
No,
How
it's
far is
leaning
the
against road.
zombie that's behind him?
The zombie is about 15 feet down the tunnel. It opens up wide. He's like about 8 to 10 feet above the air. And he's floating.
What the?
Floating?
Okay.
That's still fine. How far is he behind the ogre?
About 10 to
Because
15 feet.
Because my cone is fucking 30 feet, and I can blow it up at him through the fucking... I'm hitting both of these fuckers with my cone of fire.
All
But
right.
for that, I'm gonna roll for the damage on my attack. That is a solid 13 damage on the attack.
Mm-hmm.
And both the zombie and the ogre have to make a dexterity save against the fire.
Or the
Well,
one
they
on the
fail.
ground is prone, so he auto fails.
Yep, they fail.
Both of them.
Yep.
Oof. They burn.
Well, actually, hold on. Because he's not
The
technically sleeping.
I imagine the zombie would
He
have
is
woken up.
aware. As you burn, as the fire comes out, you notice that seems to be some kind of invisible wave of force that just it goes around and it creates like this fierce fire around him, and he remains unharmed. He
So the
opens his
zombie-
red eyes and stares at you.
The zombie?
Yes.
But the ogre is awake, so he can make it the dex save at disadvantage.
He's prone.
He's prone, so he auto fails.
Oh, well, that's 12 plus.
Tell it to Samwise Gamgee.
12, 16, 19 fire damage to the ogre.
19 damage.
Yep,
How much fire damage?
all of it. That was 13 piercing and 19 fire damage total.
Well, the DC for his Constitution save was 24, and he fucking failed it. The zombie's dead.
Oh.
He
Wait, I
dies.
thought the zombie
Zombie
was.
instead, or the ogre?
Or the ogre zombie.
The ogre zombie. Everything is undead.
Yep.
That's one problem out of the way. Next person.
Thog.
This is
Dog, there's a floating zombie left.
okay.
And there is
well,
there is also an ogre against the wall.
Go
Oh.
for that one. Is he
Yeah.
still asleep?
I'll go for that one.
You
Is
still
it
have a
asleep?
surprise round. He's awake.
Okay, let me stream this. Make sure I'm doing this right.
Okay.
So, I want to do I want to rage. Do you rage and frenzy in one go?
I think you can frenzy
You can.
rage as a. Oh, yes.
Because frenzy doesn't require anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have
Frenzy
to.
is just you
The
do
way
it
you
as
do
you
it
Actually,
is
rage.
if you
frenzy
rage.
rage-
Yeah.
I think frenzied rage actually you do have to do as a bonus action,
Nope.
so you have to
It's
already rage.
it's when you rage, you can go into a frenzied rage. It's the same as action surge. It just is a thing that you can do.
Okay, so yeah, so it looks like
Yeah, so if you do so for the duration of your rage, you can make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action each of your turns after this one.
The downside being after the rage, you get a level of exhaustion.
Yes.
so my second attack could be on my next turn.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So your
So,
frenzy
yeah, I'll just
rage.
do-
Remember, you have to manually add your rage bonus damage though, because it doesn't do it for you.
It also
Yeah.
wouldn't matter even if you could do the attack on this turn because you have to use your bonus action to rage.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
That's why.
Okay,
It's,
so I want to
it's-
rage.
Are you? Yeah.
Yeah, so click that down there.
That.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Now go to all, and then hit your great axe to attack. I believe you do so with advantage, right? Doesn't matter.
If
You
you
get a natural.
don't-
Natural 20.
Fucking hell.
Roll damage, boy.
That's
Christ, that's a 12 too.
17. Go to features. What's your bonus rage damage? I wonder.
Plus 2.
it should be 2 right now.
Okay,
I
so
remember
you're doing
that,
19
wherever it
fucking
is.
damage.
That's
Does
cool.
he have Great Weapon Master in any way?
Scroll down. I don't know.
Do bards get fighting socks? They should, right?
They don't. But there is also the feat if you were to. I think you can only take it like next level when you get a thing.
We haven't had any ASIs yet, no.
Yeah, no. So he doesn't have weapon master. Great weapon master.
No.
Oh, that 2 could have been re-rolled. It would have been nice.
All good.
Still, that's 19 damage to this fucking thing.
All right. You cut off part of its knee.
Where
Ow.
is the helmet?
It rolled a 1 in a dexterity save. It falls prone. You hear a great thump as you can kind of feel the tavern above you kind of rumble. All right. Alexandros is going to attack.
If he smites, he gets bonus damage because they're all undead.
Yep. Does 7 damage, plus he can smite, which is under his. Is this?
God, if he crit, that would have been brutal.
Yeah, it's bonkers.
Smiting. That's the useful
So
thing
he
about
does
the
3d8
smite.
extra damage. Seven plus 9, so he does 16 total damage, and he does not like that radiant damage. All right, Mornar, your turn.
All right. So is the ogre that I favorite foe? Is that still up?
It's fucking dead.
It's okay. It's straight dead, right? So it's just the zombie, the other one, the floating one.
The zombie,
The floating
and,
zombie and the next
the
one.
standing. Well, I guess now he's fucking laying on the ground too. But
There were 2 ogres and a zombie, apparently.
yeah, now the other ogre is also laying fucking prone. He's having a bad time. He has part of
Okay.
its arm. He has part of its leg missing.
I am going to use my favorite foe on the. Actually, no, I'm not going to use favorite foe. I'm just going to. I'm going to shoot the zombie in the air.
Do you have Hunter's Mark?
No, I do not have Hunter's Mark.
Go for it.
I decided not to take it. I'm going to use Planar Warrior to do the 1d8 extra damage if I hit.
All right.
As my bonus action. So let's go roll for a hit. 17 to hit.
It uses shield.
Okay, that's fair.
There's its reaction.
Yep, that's fair. Then that's all I got.
All right. How many fucking spell slots this ass will have? Not that many left. Give me a second. So. Do 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 do. Damn it. By the way, you get a clearer look at this thing. I want you to roll me another perception check.
It's just a fucking lich hanging out, you know.
Perception.
Because it appears to be wrapped in bandages.
Wrapped in bandages. Huh. Does it appear to be aggressive towards us? Can I tell?
Yeah, you could feel an aura of evil around this fucking thing.
Okay, got it.
Does it look like, I don't know, a mummy?
Maybe, yeah, possibly.
I perceive it and I say nothing.
Okay.
Useful.
All right. Let's see. Damn, I can't actually. He was gonna resurrect one of the zombies, but I can't because he died by radiant damage. He died involving one of the damage types that prevents that. All right. So instead, he's going to cast Contagion.
That's not fun.
Yeah. So he's gonna just send down, and he's going to touch Toshiro. So he's going to make a melee attack.
So disadvantage on attack roll.
Oh?
Because he's got protection from good
Protection
and
from good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
he does.
evil. Good play.
You're fucking lucky, dude, because that was a crit I rolled.
Yes.
All right.
Saved.
Saved.
I have resistance to necrotic damage as well, so
Does a 17 hit you?
yeah.
Oh shit, that's still high.
Yeah.
I mean, this is gonna be necrotic, I believe, if I know my necromancy.
Give me a second while I read this. You have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okie doke. I have a +6 to this. That is a 12 plus 6 puts it at 18.
Okay. You save from this round of the disease, but you still take the physical damage, so he hits you. So, it's a weird fucking spell.
Contagion's odd, but it's not.
It's weird.
fun.
I thought it was a different kind of thing, so I used it, but
No, that spell. That spell can fuck shit up real bad.
yeah, if you fail your con saves. But he's probably the worst target to hit with that. But I didn't want to straight up kill Robin, so
Yeah, that would. Robin's Constitution's not high enough to save against that shit.
all right. You take 15
With Alexandros and
bludgeoning
me
damage.
up, we could actually bring you back.
I take how much?
You take 15 bludgeoning damage and 3 necrotic.
Probably also saw Robin puff fire at him and was like,
Okay, so 2 necrotic then?
No, you took 1. Just run it down. It's fine.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's 16 total?
Yeah. This thing has a lot of spell casting, but it's pretty squishy.
Yeah, it's got a fucking level 5 spell.
Yeah.
He also just descended down into everybody's melee range.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, he gets 3 uses of shield, so
But everybody's about to be flanking his ass and having advantage, and that's
Yeah.
not gonna be fun for him.
yeah. I mean, he's going to be planning on using an AoE ability next, but yeah.
All I know is he's our focus. Fuck the
Oh,
ogre.
he gets a bonus action as well because he gets his bonus action. I think it's glare. Okay. Okay, so everyone that can see this creature within 60 feet must make a Wisdom saving throw.
Woo! Terrifying presence.
Why?
I rolled a 13.
You are frightened.
Yup.
DC's 14.
What kind of saving throw?
Wisdom.
This is terrifying presence feature.
I don't think you're affected though because you have protection from good and evil.
Okay then.
Thog's scared.
That spell is really underrated.
It's just a very specifically conditioned spell.
Yeah,
Most
but it's when it's good, man. It's good.
Very good.
So. But that being said, I mean, you're already within close range, so you basically, if you're fighting, you just don't have advantage. It's how it's gonna play out. All right,
Yeah.
next turn is going to be Toshiro. What you gonna do, buddy?
It's just a zombie up still, right?
Zombie.
The ogre zombie is prone; he's incapacitated, and the greater zombie is within melee range.
What's the one that's throwing spells?
The greater zombie.
Okay, cool. Wait, he's in melee range?
Yes.
Yeah, he flew down to cast Contagion on you.
And he fucked up.
And he fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
To be
I'm
fair,
going
if you failed
to,
your save, you would have been in a really bad. You would have been in a really bad way.
Yeah, he came down, he's like, haha, this fucker's gonna get fucked up. Touched you, and you just shrugged it off. He's like, oh, fuck.
Protection from evil, man.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Fighting Spirit. I'm gonna get my 5 temp HP. And I'm going to make my attack with advantage.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck about this thing.
First roll's a 7. Not great. Second roll is a 19 plus 6.
Oh, nat 19 plus 6. That fucking hits.
So that's a 25 hit.
Fuck your
They don't
shield.
feel good, man.
What? How much damage?
That is 2 5, so 10 plus 4, 14.
All right, they don't feel good.
14 slashing.
It did not like that.
Good. I hope it didn't. I hope it feels bad too.
What happens is that he reaches out to touch you, right? And you feel this strange feeling of a disease, and you're like, I don't give a fuck, and you cut off his hand.
Wonderful.
Ooh, that's a spellcasting hand gone.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
This poor soul. He made a real bad decision coming down here.
All right, so the ogre zombie that's laying prone is going to try to grab Robin by the feet. All right.
Contested acrobatics.
Yep.
I rolled a nat 19 plus 5, so.
You rolled an 18. All right.
Mine's a. Yeah. I see him do that. I'm like, oh fuck! I just jump.
He's going to use his other hand to try swinging at you.
That makes more
Here and
sense.
there. He rolls a fucking 14.
14? That doesn't hit now that I have the +2 armor. Or the +1 armor. +1 studded it, plus me by 2. Thank God for the
You're in
studded leather.
midair, and you can feel yourself slightly move away as it swings right in front of you.
Yeah, I do the jump and then I crouch. Just fucking using my second story work.
All right,
I've
Robin,
made
what you gonna do, buddy?
I don't like this guy smacking at me. He's spooking me now. And Thog is next to him because he was smacking him up, right?
Yep.
I can't move closer to the zombie thing, but can I move away from him and get flanking on this ogre? Excuse me.
The ogre is past him.
Wait, no. Did the ogre get up?
No, actually, he didn't. He's still prone. He tried to grab you instead. Tried to grab you instead of move up.
I have advantage anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack this
But
ogre.
he's. Well, I guess he did swing at you, so that's fair. Go for it.
Yeah, he's like, my leg hurts. Fuck you, bitch. Well, that's a nat 18 plus, I believe, 5. Yeah. So 23 to hit.
Okay. 1 second. That definitely hits.
Cool. Rolling for sneak attack. That's 8 plus 3. That's 11 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, and I'm about to breathe fire on him too. He makes a dex. Okay.
He fails.
Yeah, that fucker's in a bad position. That is 12, 14 fire damage.
They have very low intelligence, by the way,
I can tell.
which is why they're not doing it so great.
Our party's marginally smarter than you, and our barbarian's the smartest.
Isn't that just fucking something?
The low intelligence party gives a stupid. Oh, this is amazing. Yeah, I believe that is my turn. Ignoring moving around so I don't provoke an attack of opportunity. Because if I did have to move away, I just would have bonus action disengage, but I don't have to. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's everything I can do.
All right. Now we're to Thog.
Okay. It's just the zombie guy and the ogre, right?
Mm-hmm. Ogre's
ogre
not
that.
looking so great.
Yeah.
He doesn't feel good, Mr. Stark.
Okay. I am going to try and slice right on his head.
All right. You can roll it.
21 to hit.
You hit. Roll damage.
Wait, did you roll that with advantage? Because you might crit.
I didn't do advantage.
Rolled advantage.
Yeah, just take the first roll. And that 19. Actually, wait, that does mean he crits, right? When does he
No,
get?
he
No,
doesn't
that's
have expanded crit range.
later. Yeah. Because I think that Berserker Barbarian gets that at some point. Or is that the fighter?
So roll for damage now.
Yeah, the damage you can roll.
Well, previously it was 12, and then you guys
12,
said to roll
yeah,
with advantage.
No, I was just taking the first roll of your thing. 12 is probably fine.
Okay. Excuse
I
me.
was just checking to see if you crit. It's up to Theo if you get the 12 or the 4, but I don't think you should have had to roll damage
All
twice.
right. So, let's see. Alexandros does not give a fuck about this dude. He's going to roll to hit the ogre. That definitely hits. Damage with smite. 6. 3d8. Paladins, by the way.
Yep. Paladin's rolling low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no kidding.
Paladins
He
rolled
was
low.
almost dead anyway, so the ogre dies.
Dice Radiant too. He ain't coming
Yep.
back. This greater zombie is looking more and more stressed. If a zombie could sweat, I imagine this one is, right?
Yeah. All right, Morinar, what you gonna do, buddy?
Same thing. Bonus action, planar warrior, and then attack longbow on the zombie that's remaining.
All right, go for it.
So that's going to be a 20 to hit.
Shields.
Seriously?
He has a 15 AC plus 5, yeah.
Ugh.
He's only got one more use of it, though, so...
I think that still hits.
Oh,
'Cause
you're
you
right,
just have
it
to
does.
back
Never mind. He doesn't shield. That hits.
Oh, sweet. And then we roll.
I forgot that.
So
Math
it's
is hard.
Yeah.
Yo.
So 12, and then I have to roll a d8. Sorry, let me just roll a d8. So that would be 14 damage total. 2 of it's force damage, 12 of it is piercing.
Okay.
If that makes a difference. And that would be my turn.
All right. Flame-like shadows wreathe his body. Everyone, make me a dexterity save.
That's a thing I'm marginally good at.
What was it?
Decent that. Crit.
Dexterity save, yeah. Oh, poor Thog.
One day I'll stop using this fucking website. Not today,
18. 18 to save.
I need to get some more d6s.
I've
Oh, shit.
I've rolled a 15.
Yeah, give me a second while I...
Wait, what's the range on this?
Enough.
50 feet.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
The range is yes.
This
Got
is
it.
necrotic damage, by the way, just so you know. If you have resistance, you can take that into account. Where's my other d6s? Damn it.
I'm gonna have passed the save and still die from it.
Possibly. This is gonna hurt.
I guess we'll have to use this one. Weird. Okay. I thought I had at least 6 of them. Alright. Feel this? You hear this? Yeah, you about to have some fun? It's gonna be great. Alright.
Also, my Fine Familiar is fucked.
It's okay, you can come back.
I imagine I probably had it waiting for me outside or something.
Alright. So that is... Oh, that's some high rolls. Oh, maybe not as high as I thought. 20 necrotic damage.
What's the
Alright.
save DC?
Everyone?
15.
15. I fucking barely made that.
And is that a half damage if we mate?
Yep.
I barely made that.
Wait, so I got 20 damage.
Yeah, you take 20
Okay.
necrotic.
Yeah.
That didn't down me.
Yeah.
Jesus. If I rolled literally 1 point lower, that'd take me out immediately.
By the way, as an added flair, he becomes heavily obscured to your eyes. But that's just
All
like
of
flair.
us?
Yeah. You can still hit him. It's just for
Okay.
flavor, I guess.
The
Weird- it's a
fire
weird spell.
aggressively.
Yeah. All right. He's probably gonna fucking die because he's almost dead.
He didn't move.
Toshiro, what you gonna do, buddy?
Wing. Activating bonus action with advantage.
Roll to hit.
You have advantage because you're flanking this guy easily.
Do we get flank advantage in this? Because if so, I have a different bonus action I'd like to take.
Fine, go for it.
Okay,
This
cool.
guy-
Instead, I'm gonna short win.
I
Or
mean,
I'm
he
gonna.
just AoE blasted your friend, so you know.
Okay,
don't
cool.
have a problem
I
with
mean, my alternative is I'm a second wind.
Okay.
Cool, that's 5 plus 3 HP. That's 8 HP heal. Awesome. Cool. And then I'm going to swing at him with advantage.
Because I'm pretty sure this guy floated down right on you, and now everybody is surrounding him pretty much.
Yeah.
And the
Unfortunately,
first
unlike
one
a
is-
mummy lord, he can't just disappear.
Do I need to roll a second D20 if the first one's a 20?
It's a
No.
crit, so you can take the crit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm
basically.
just not even gonna bother.
You can't crit more. I mean,
Yeah, it's like, what's the point?
If I roll 2, can he just die?
He probably
okay.
will anyway.
Here we go.
he
Okay.
can't. He can't block a crit with a shield. So
4d6. That's a 2, so we're gonna reroll that one. And that ends up being 6 plus 4 is 10, 5 plus 4 is 9, 19 plus 4 puts it at 23.
all right, he's only got 40 HP left.
Get
This
Dick
fucking
on.
zombie lord, this greater zombie just fucking
Yeah.
consequences of his actions.
I'm only missing
He
like 8
rejuvenated
HP.
by dealing
Right,
damage
well,
to you. By
I
the way,
put that in the wrong
That's why.
server.
he
I'm
healed up
only
when he
missing
damaged
like
you
8 HP.
with that spell. So, you guys now are aware that he can regenerate.
Noted.
All right.
Oh shoot!
Oh,
I forgot
actually,
to
no, he
say-
can't. He was hit with radiant. Never mind.
Haha! So he has even less HP then.
Yes.
Yeah, fuck. Does he die now instead?
Nope. He's close though.
Yeah.
So I just did a con save for my protection from good and evil. I got a dead on 10, so that's still up.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Concentration.
Robin.
Yay! I'm still terrified of this guy.
You can attack him. You just won't have advantage
yeah,
because
I
it's
just
neutralized
won't
by
have
the
advantage,
disadvantage.
yeah.
So.
But he does have my allies within 5 feet of him, so I still sneak attack because the ability's stupid. If
Yeah.
I were to have hit, which I don't,
What did you roll?
that's a 6 plus 5. I don't think I match his base AC.
He stops it with a finger. He does a Goku.
And the thing is, since I myself have stated he's probably surrounded, I can't breathe fire without risking my friends' lives.
Do it!
Who is the opposite side of the zombie from me?
Mm.
Good
You're all
roll.
just banging up on this guy. Let's be honest. Does it really matter?
Let's say it's me.
Yeah, fuck. I'm gonna breathe fire on this thing, which means Toshiro and the zombie have
Do it.
saving throws.
I
He
got
does not like fire.
a 16. Does that beat your save?
That beats the 13. It's a low
Yes.
HP. You'll still take half damage, but
That's acceptable.
All right, he uses this last shield.
We have
Uh,
a healer.
the shield.
He makes a save. Shield relevant.
Yeah, this
Shield
is a
just
deck
plus
save.
5 AC.
Oh,
Yeah, this
by
is-
the way, the paladin never used his fire breath, so he'll go ahead and do that.
That's Morinar again.
He's like, oh yeah, wait a
Dunk
minute.
him.
I feel, hey, I'm belching fire. All right, he does not make the save. So just roll damage.
Yeah, that's 18 fire damage. Half
Ooh, he's close.
versus 0.
I took 9.
Yeah.
He's
I
very
am
close.
exactly 1 lower than I was last round.
And Morinar, or who did the other fire breath? Is that a thing that's happening as well?
That's why he basically, I'm gonna say he absorbed his shield earlier. So, all
Ah.
right, Thog, what you want to do?
Back the zombie guy.
Hit him with your fucking. What do you have? A great axe?
Yep.
All right, roll to hit.
Oh,
Trick
Well,
pressing your
you have
dice.
advantage
1 plus. Okay, so you want me to roll with advantage?
Yep.
because we're surrounding the fuck out of this guy. You gotta have real life dice somewhere, man.
That ain't gonna fucking hit.
No.
Right.
Practically had triple
You
advantage.
know what? Let me just click this for fun.
Roll me a strength check.
You want me to do a strength
Yep.
check?
Roll me a strength check.
The damage too.
That's not on saving throws. Where would I click it?
You would have advantage on strength saving throws,
Yeah,
and
it's a strength. Sorry, strength save.
both of those I believe you have advantage on when you're raging.
Oh,
You have advantage.
Just roll the dice again, not roll with advantage. Just roll one more time. That way it's less confusing. That's
Much
All
right.
right, so you could see that the mummy's bandages came to life and tried to wrap around your hands. You're like, "Fuck you, I'm a barbarian." You ripped it. You ripped free. All right, Alexandros is gonna swing. What's his modifier? A 7 does not hit.
Did you roll with advantage?
A 7 does not hit. I rolled the same fucking dice. Well then.
Pain.
Disappointed paladin is disappointed.
Does he have a bonus action spell he can do? Or breathe fire again? Because there's 3 charges to the fire breath,
Let's see.
and that's on a bonus action.
That is true, actually. The mummy
And that
makes
just
the save,
glitched
and I'm gonna roll
body.
damage. Did I really roll 3 ones?
Wow. That's impressive.
All right. Well, I thought he was gonna die 2 turns ago, but he's still alive. Hi, Morinar.
Barely passes by. He can't regenerate because of the damage taken, but
Well, then Planar Warrior and time to hit. Hopefully.
He's got no more
There we go.
shield, so make it count.
27.
You got a nat 20.
Nope. I got 18 plus 9.
All right. How you want to do this?
I'm going to be like looking at it. I'm going to be like, man, this thing is annoying. I'm going to put an arrow through its eye.
He stumbles back, and you all start beating the shit out of it when it's prone. And then in a burst of white, hot flames, he rises into the air and starts shriveling into like these flames are like black and red. And then he turns into ashes. And from the ashes, something you can hear it drop on the tile.
I'm gonna
It's like
catch
a
it.
bit of metal.
I'm gonna attempt to catch it if I see it falling.
And Robin turns into a zombie.
Dexterity save.
Save, dex save, pain, sadness. That's a 10.
Wow.
You take 1 fire damage. It's hot.
I don't take 1 fire damage
Oh, that's right.
because I have the studded
It's
armor that makes.
uncomfortably warm, though.
Yeah. I realize it gets hot. I do like some hot hands and start passing it back and forth. But then I hold on to it, realizing it's just not really getting through the gloves on the armor.
It starts cooling down. Let me show you a picture of the ring you have found.
Nice.
Hey.
Looks like something from Attack from Titans.
This ring appears to be a nondescript joint of silver links, except for the gem beset upon its head.
Can I try to manual identify, like Arcana it or something?
Roll an Arcana check if you want to look at it.
11. Maybe I can gauge how powerful this might be.
You've seen enough things to realize this is a tier above like what you normally deal with.
Paladin friend, can you like detect good and evil on this? See if it's cursed or something?
It does not return in alignment.
I'll make an Arcana check as well.
I want to make one.
That is a 19 with no mod.
Pain.
Today is a good day for rolls.
You recognize this is very similar to a ring you might have heard of. I want everyone to roll me as you discuss among yourselves a history check, or you can do a religion.
History or religion?
Yep.
Dirty 20 on the
It
history
doesn't
check.
matter to me. 14, either
All
one.
right. You understand this ring to possibly be a ring of undead mastery.
I just look amongst the group. Well,
What is it exactly? What does it do?
I don't think we
I
know.
will
We just
send you
know
a
what
picture
it is.
of the description.
Uh-oh. We're gonna see who gets this.
I mean, I have an idea. It's
Good idea.
probably the Oathbreaker Paladin. Just throwing that out there.
Most likely.
Let me read the description. This ring appears to be a nondescript joint of silver links, except for the gem beset upon its head. When this ring is equipped, you can use magic to bring undead under your control, even though it's created by other wizards. As an action, you can choose one undead that you can see within 60 feet of you. The creature must make a charisma saving throw against your spell save DC if you have one. If it's otherwise, it's the base 8. If it succeeds, you can't use this feature again until the next dawn. If it fails, it becomes friendly to you and obeys your commands for 24 hours or until you use this feature again. It just tells about your spell save DC. If the person attuned to this ring isn't undead, they may instead cast Create Undead with no material components once per day. If the person attuned to this ring is capable of spell casting, they may instead use it to cast Turn Undead with no material components once per day. Any use of this ring, be it to command, create, or turn undead, saps its power for a full dawn. All undead within 1 mile radius can sense the presence of this ring and will use the desire to possess it and kill the one that bears it. A flavor text reads, a mighty wizard named Ithakar created this ring to create an army of the undead, bent to his will and profane purpose. It was that very same power, through the mercy of the gods, that ultimately did him in. The ring was lost, and the world is all the better for it.
Roll low.
So, we have 2 options. We give it to our Oathbreaker Paladin, or we find some way to destroy the fucker.
Oathbreaker Paladin.
Alright.
I think we've cleansed our basement now.
Potentially. I'm gonna send my Robin around and tell it to tell me if it finds anything that might be dangerous within the caves. I don't have to be within 100 feet of it because I'm not looking through it. I don't see what it sees, but if it does find something, it can come back and tell me. There's some tippy types going on.
So I'm just trying to put in some information.
But yes, basically, I can DM you a copy of this, by the way, if you want the notes for it. Here you go. And once he reaches 5th level, any undead that's CR 1/2 or less that fail to save are destroyed instead of turned.
Yeah, I'm passing that to the Paladin, so I don't need to use it. And I also don't want to be baiting dead to myself at all times. I am weak enough as is.
It basically just makes undead around it itchy and curious as to the source.
Craving for the source. They want its power.
You have cleansed your basement.
Well,
Is the tunnel completely unblocked at this point?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, there's enough of the spots where they got in.
Right. Okay.
Well, this is a very useful bar to have, especially for our less than lawful group. Who just... What the fuck just happened?
I clicked the wrong button.
Weird. All right, this seems like a natural stopping point.
Yeah, this is a good time to swap, Nick.
Yeah, I agree.
I need shopping.
We will shop as soon as
We
we
will
get
shop next week, it's for sure.
Acceptable.
You will get to shop for everything you want.
I need shopping.
Though I would like to say, Morinar would like a little bit of the money so he can bump up his coffers just a little bit.
What we have should put us at least close to plate mail.
Yep.
I know for sure I can't steal plate mail. There is one virtue that Theo has in regards to my character's stealing capabilities, is that I have no strength. So I can't steal big important things.
I can't steal things if they weigh more than a few pounds.
Yeah, my strength is so bad that I'm better off only carrying my own body weight, and that's it.
So what'd you think of the mini boss?
He fucked up bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's also very strong abilities, and your use of shield is interesting to me.
Yeah, I mean it's a spell that basically raises your DC and works against magic missiles. So I flavor it as being able to work against things like to have AoE magical effects, or at least to mitigate them.
That's fair, but just out of curiosity, did you make it so that the spell only lasts for one turn?
Because he gets
Like
three uses of it.
Okay. Because normally a shield spell is for the round.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's just that every single time that anybody hit, they were hitting well above the shield AC.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's true.
Even if he was doing it for the entire round, it didn't matter. Everyone was rolling amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it was nuts. I mean, that fight honestly should have been harder than it was.
The
I
only
thought he was
reason
gonna wipe you initially, but then everyone kept rolling the literal 20s.
Yeah,
Yes.
like we crit so many times on that, and that Lich made the fatal decision of getting centered in the party, trying to hit an AoE on all of us. And that AoE hurt.
Technically, it wasn't Lich, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
My
The
brain
crazy
is
undead mummy guy.
Crazy undead spooky boy. He just made one critical error in putting himself in the middle of a bunch of well-trained melee fighters. And we did have some good preparations for that.
Yeah, that surprise round saved you a lot of pain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because
That's-
because you got really lucky in that the second ogre rolled a 1 in his deck save, so he fucking fell over. And,
That and 2 crits right off the bat from.
yeah, because normally
Toshiro.
they get multi-attacks normally.
Yeah. Did get a double crit.
He tried to multi-attack me, and it just didn't end well for him.
Fucking rogues, man.
I love that. It's like, yeah, it does the acrobatics. I'm just
Rogues
like,
rogues usually aren't crazy useful in combat, but they're very hard to hit.
yeah. Well, sneak attack can get real fucking scary sometimes.
Yeah.
But especially if you're an assassin rogue and you can just fucking slap shit with guaranteed crits if you play your cards right.
Yeah. I rolled kind of shit on his major attack though, which is kind of shit, but
Yeah.
the
Any
dice do like
higher,
that
you would have
sometimes.
killed Robin.
Yeah.
Literally 2 points more damage. I'd have been down. Oh, I'm at an 8, but
I'm
If
at
that was
22. I feel pretty okay.
Yeah, the thing is that ability also causes a fear effect, but you guys already passed it, so it didn't matter.
I didn't.
Yeah, but I mean, you were still feared, so.
Yep.
Yeah. But I'm so glad that protection against evil and good actually worked for Toshiro.
Yeah.
Because a crit against him would have hurt.
Oh yeah. There was a lot of really good luck in that fight.
And he made that con save, which was clutch.
Yes. Yes.
+6 help.
There was so much that could have gone wrong there that just never did.
Yeah. But I am so eager to get my level 4 because I need that sharpshooter to up my damage count a little bit.
Sharpshooter's nice.
Yeah.
Also ignoring cover. It's just
You'll
and range.
have to hit level 4 later on in the adventure because I bumped you up a little bit earlier than normal.
Honestly,
Yeah, no,
I'm probably gonna take the feat from Tasha's for an extra fighting style and just grab blind fighter.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
Increase my dex by 2.
Oh, you're right. I could up strength by 2.
Because I don't want to have a 16 dex. I want to have an 18 dex. Eventually a 20 dex. This is
Yeah,
probably
And
one
then
of the
maybe
first.
more decks if you can get some magic items.
Yeah.
And more decks until he can steal everything
I-
under the sun.
I'd be content with 20 dex if I could improve my charisma beyond 20. Because I'm trying to do a more charismatic style of rogue.
Oh, shit! I forgot the other magic items!
What?
Alright,
Oh.
hold on. Never mind. Nothing happened. Woo!
No,
No,
we
no,
got
no, no,
magic
no, no,
items.
no, 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 no.
It's rewind time.
I mean, if you want to give us more, I'll take
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Do
Because
any
you're
of them
supposed to go
require
to the cavern and
multiple
loot like
hands?
a chest down there. And the thing is that the Mummy Lord...
I did send Robin to go look around.
Yeah, I also forgot fucking forgot to mention that he was like there was a chest inside a runic circle.
All right,
So
well,
and
we
like
can
he
deal
was
with that
suspended
next time.
above this circle.
We can deal with
Oh.
that next time.
Yeah.
Oh, I have learned a thing or two from D&D. The
Yeah.
DM has to do it before the session ends. Otherwise, he will forget. And then I will forget, and I cannot be righteously angry.
All right, fine. Before the session ends, we'll go ahead and do this. Roll me an Arcana check on the trap or alleged trapped chest.
12.
I don't know why I'm rolling it.
Please, Thog, help us.
Thog, barbarian, roll Arcana.
All right.
What do you do?
How many good rolls have I made versus not good
Advantage,
rolls?
because you're so smart.
I told you you need to not
Roll
use
the advantage because
the
DM doesn't want to procrastinate the session any longer.
I'm just rolling it for shits and giggles. Nope.
17. He did it. Yeah, that's high enough, right? Beats the DC.
It does now.
Yeah.
Does now.
This is a spooky circle and a spooky chest. Usually bad things happen when you open spooky chests.
But because we succeeded on our fear saves earlier, it's fine, right?
Actually, yes. It causes mass fear.
Wait, you still have fucking protection from good and evil. Is
I
that
do.
effect, superseding the effect of this chest?
So no charms or frightened.
I'm already
Can't be
resistant to
charmed or
charm.
frightened.
So you just go and open the chest, Toshiro?
Yeah.
All right.
He's
That
going to
makes
be put
sense.
under another
Make me a
spell. and it's
dexterity
gonna be weird.
save.
I can do that.
Watch a natural one come up.
Please do not let this be like the first bad roll tonight. That would suck so bad. It's not great. 13.
You are sent flying 10 feet. You
Okay.
take 4 bludgeoning damage.
Puff.
Ow.
You think he's spraying something.
Well, that doesn't look particularly fun.
Can you maybe take that chest out of the ring?
Nope. Flipping it open again.
Make a dexterity.
Make a dex check.
Check or save. Doesn't matter. It's a
Save.
20 on top.
All right. Well, I rolled a 1 for consequences, so you get knocked back, but you slightly. But you're like, close the lid, and you're like, haha, I got you, and the chest kind of explodes,
What?
and all the treasure starts spilling out.
Okay, cool. It's still there.
All right.
I'm gonna use my mage hand to start like scooping it away.
Also start scooping of whatever it is.
I don't want to get
So,
close to
do
what
Speaking
you
of,
roll
what
it,
is
or
it?
do you want to roll it?
You know the answer to that question.
I think us rolling it was more fun.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
it was entertaining. I enjoyed it.
All right.
Shall I do another double roll for
So who wants to roll the d8 to determine the tier of the loot?
Ooh.
To
Oh, I've been
determine
rolling
which
really high
table.
tonight. Can I go? Can I go?
You just rolled a natural 1, didn't you?
No, I rolled a 20 on top for that
Oh,
last save.
sorry.
All
Sorry.
right. So
my
who
bad.
wants to roll the d8 to determine
Lucky man.
what
Wait.
tier?
I need to know. Is high or low good or bad? Because if it's low, we need to have Thog roll it.
This is going to
All right.
determine what table I roll on.
You guys want me to roll it?
Generally,
Is higher number
is
better?
Generally,
Okay, I'll
higher
roll
is
it.
better.
I'll roll it then. I'll roll it. We've
You,
got.
you have to use the bot in Hidden Heavens.
Oh, okay. That works.
I'll use it right after, just for
Where is
fun.
that at? Just do it in general or
Yeah, in
Waterdeep
Civic
Gen.
Journal. I'll ping you.
Exclamation
Just do exclamation point D8. There you go. You got it.
exclamation point D8.
Yep.
It's a 3.
It's a 5.
It's a 3.
Me came first.
Womp womp.
Could do a 1d2 to see which one it uses.
All right, I'll do that. Which one wants to be 2?
I'll be 1. He'll be 2 since he's higher. Okay.
It's 1. So it's 3.
3.
Still 3.
58. Nice and average.
All right. Now, before you guys do that, I want someone to roll me a d6 to determine how many items you find.
Robin?
Sure. That was a really bad throw. I bounced it straight out of my box.
Never
Are you
mind.
keeping
Thought
that?
already put it in.
Are you keeping
Thought
Thog's roll?
apparently already putting in.
Thog's roll's good.
Yeah, I thought we had to do it all in the thingy.
I didn't roll it in a thingy.
All right,
Yeah, so
so
Thog
you want to
rolled
use
in the thingy.
the 5?
Yep.
Yeah, might as well.
All right. Give me a second while I go through this and get the loot. I normally do this like out of session, but you guys seem to have a lot of fun with it, so.
I think it's entertaining.
Enjoy it.
Oh, this is a complicated fucking table. All right. Toshiro, you rolled a 58 for the loot.
Yeah.
You find a potion of invulnerability.
Whoa!
A what?
Potion of invulnerability.
I rolled a 91.
I just want to throw it out there. I have dibs if the weapon requires 2 hands and we find one.
All right, 1 second.
I have dibs on any item that has an action activation that is useful.
Like potion of
All
invulnerability.
right. I'm just going to copy and paste this because I'm depressed.
I know
You get
90.
another thing that's
Oh.
sleight of hand?
Fuck!
Oh! Beat a force! Oh shit!
That's the yeah, that's a good one.
That's
All
very good.
What
And
can I
wait.
do?
We still have a few more rolls to go through. We've got a 61 here.
Okay, now no one else roll. Give me a second.
Okay.
Reroll Morinar. You got the same.
Oh.
It would be the same thing. Reroll.
Okay. 59.
Too lower.
All right, I'm gonna roll a d10 to see if I add or subtract to figure out what you get.
Sure.
All right, so I add 7, and you would get. I don't know what the fuck this is. Give me a second. That is a weird item. There it is. Okay. Alright, you find what looks to be an unusual feather. Roll a d100.
$20.
Alright. So you can use using this feather, you can use an action to touch the feather to a boat or a ship. For the next 24 hours, the vessel can't be moved by any means.
Cool. So
Touching
it has to be boat
touching
or
it
ship.
to the vessel again ends the effect.
Okay, it has to be a boat or ship. No,
Yep.
no other vehicles.
Yep.
The conversation that me and my friends had, if you used one of those on the fucking faster than light ships that are used to travel between dimensions, was long and intense and involved way too much damage. That specific.
Well, you don't really have that's pretty niche. I'll tell you what. I'll give you the boat one, where you can press this into the water and basically make a boat.
Oh, I can make a boat just with using feather.
Yep.
Sweet. How many usages? Or like, is it just if I do it, it just?
No, memento.
It's a pocket boat.
That'd be fun.
Not as cool as the folding boat.
Yeah.
Folding boat's so nice.
All
Longbow is
right.
nice, but origami is hard.
Now,
Well, the
the
origami
next two items are of a higher quality. I want you guys to roll me a 1d6, one of you, to determine the item level of the next two items. Higher is much better.
Thug?
Did I find a single bead of force or a group of beads of force?
What do you want me to roll?
Uh,
1d
you
what?
It's a
find-
four.
Sure already did it.
Hold on.
It's a 4.
You find 4.
4 beads of force.
That's pretty good. Holy shit.
Because the reason I asked that is because I was looking at the beads of force on the compendium, and
It's like
apparently
1d4 plus 1, I think it is.
it's 1d4 plus 4.
Oh, okay. Then you find 7.
Cool.
Wow.
7 beads of force.
Nice.
That'd be useful.
Very useful.
Yeah,
Especially
because
since it's a use and
items, so
action
you're
item,
getting-
yeah.
Yeah, I can throw those as a bonus
You're
action.
just getting all kinds of shit that's just right up your alley.
So on the
Alright,
D6
so
we
item
got a
level of
4.
4.
Yeah.
No, not 41, 4.
4. Yeah. So then we still got Thog to roll, is that correct? He still has to roll for his item.
I have not.
Okay, I want
Yeah,
you to
yeah.
roll me a d100.
Oh,
Okay, it's
24.
uncommon. Alright. Belt of the Short One. Once per day, you may grant yourself advantage on a wisdom saving throw.
I guess that's good considering that's my
That's
weak
ten.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are getting smarter in many ways today.
All with belts and bands and
I've been
circles.
taking classes.
Yeah, apparently.
Alright,
Classes in belt wearing.
next person.
It's actually it's not classes, it's clasps.
I've been taking clasps.
Next person, roll a Reno.
I think that covers everybody has rolled a D100. We
Alex-
rolled the D4 for the
Alexandro
thing that
still
you were
has to
asking
roll,
about.
technically.
Oh, true. He has. Then he
So-
gets. He
So
gets
maybe
this.
Theo rolled that one? Never mind. Told you to
Nope,
roll.
nope, that's what he gets.
And these items aren't necessarily belong to the individual who rolled for it. Just
Yeah,
so you know,
yeah,
FYI. Really?
It's
No.
a Pikachu.
No
Wait,
way.
I got this.
I
Hold
think
on,
he rolled for it.
Let me do this. Hey.
Jesus.
What do we got?
Hey, there's no Jesus in the 5.
So good.
Many gods. Just not that one.
Theo is so depressed he's typing it in again instead of saying it.
That's bleeding now.
And let me just copy and paste this complicated fucking shit.
He's thinking in his head, I'm never giving these motherfuckers any more magic
Not until you
items."
get the vault.
I need a sword, damn it. I need a sword.
I expected at least 1 or 2 to die in this encounter if you took it, by the way.
I need a sword.
But we got lucky.
I have expected you guys to force him to sell it and get the gold instead, but...
Going to sell something.
Because he
All
wants
right,
those
I'm going to
plate
press
mails.
enter, and I want all of you to look at this and just look at its glory.
All right, I'm ready for this. Oh!
You hit a
What?
creature must make a DC 10 saving condition save.
Oh!
Is the target?
Huh. Oh.
Can I have this?
You're the only one who uses a bow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, holy
I did use a
shit.
generator for that particular item, so I'll need to credit in D&D Beyond for you.
If the DC is failed by 5 or more, the target falls asleep instead. You crit on 19 and 20. Jesus.
Holy shit.
They, keep in mind though, it does state that they do get advantage on the con saves after the first one.
After the first one, and it's a DC.
Regardless of success or fail.
Doesn't
Sure.
matter. This crits on a 19.
Yeah,
That's
like,
fair.
The
That's
fact
the
it
big
crits on a
thing.
19 and 20 is insane.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's definitely the better option there.
Yeah.
Because like DC 10 not hard to make, and failing that by 5 is difficult,
Yeah,
especially with con saves.
but the thing is, like, that's a free thing, right? It's basically,
Yep.
I'll take it as a bonus. The major thing is a 19 and 20.
Yep, expanded critical range hype.
Yep.
Yeah, if you find some way to impose disadvantage on, if you got hex somehow, Jesus. Well, hex
Right?
is constant.
You don't even need hex. We literally just need someone on a magic class to take the new cantrip.
Or Bane.
Bane would be useful as well because it stacks with the new cantrip.
Oh, it's Breaker Paladin, by the way.
True, he can Bane.
Oh,
And I mean, hey, worst case scenario, Toshiro ever dies. I already know the wizard I'm making.
By the way, you see on this bow is the emblem of a silver wolf.
Oh. Please let me have this bow.
Okay,
I will give you all the gold.
He's doing the tippy taps like a golden retriever.
You're the only one who uses these.
I'm worried Toshiro's going to take it and sell it.
It would be worth about,
I'm just like eyeing it like,
1900
what
GP.
kind of sword would I get for this?
Right?
And he's just like
would be
all
worth
giddy
1900
hopping
GP, by the way.
around at
Oh,
like my
jeez.
waist level. I'm like, or I could give it to him.
And I am telling you, any
Or
wealthy
I
merchant
could
will purchase this for
hold.
1900 gold pieces.
Oh, I understand,
Okay,
but like
just so
that
you're
barely covers. I'm like that barely covers plate mail, like magic armor.
I am
would be more
making
expensive.
puppy eyes as Toshiro at this point. Like,
Hand it to Morinar. There you go. Happy birthday. Expect nothing more.
thank you, and thank you.
I can't believe I'm rolling shit that's just designed for you fuckers.
I
Yeah.
disagree. I have seen nothing, sir.
Like, normally, most campaigns I run to do generate and stuff like this to get some cool, interesting, weird magic items, right? And
Oh, yeah,
half
side
of
note.
it's maybe useful to them. No, you get a fucking this. You get, like, not only the cool ring I made, and you get, like, all this other shit. I wish I forgot the chest now. Fuck.
Side note, Robin. You can have the potion thing.
Potion of invulnerability.
Yeah, I've got like 7 bonus actions and much more important things to do during my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, the thing
definitely.
is, that I can, as a bonus action, give it to anyone. So
Yes, that
Like,
is
I
true.
can force it down other people's throats as a bonus action, and not lose anything. So it's actually very useful for my character to have potions because I can just administer them to people.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a +1 weapon, by the way, just so you're aware.
Oh, it's also a +1.
Yeah.
It just got better.
Yeah.
That's
Just got better.
insane.
Yeah.
Great for a level 3.
Right?
Yeah.
And like it makes it even
Yeah.
better. Like this with
By the
take
way,
sharpshooter.
I just look at the table. You know you know what you roll what it rolled on the rarity value for your level? 99 out of 100.
Wow.
And if it rolled 100, you would have had 2 more fixes.
Wow. That is insane, though.
Rare drop. Hype.
So hype.
Now
Real
we
lucky.
just need a sword.
I mean, we had that fucking extendo sword, but the vibro.
It's a special case, and I will avoid.
Definitely requires a 2-bit.
Yeah, fucking shit.
Gee, I wonder.
I mean, I put it in there, but
Let's see how to move speed. Okay, so it's slowing.
yes, slowing, or else puts them to sleep if they miss the DC by more than 5, which is crazy. I mean, it's only a DC 10, but still, that's especially at this level, it can actually work quite well.
I have 7 beats of force.
Yeah, those are like we're getting some crazy good items.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm definitely gonna have to
DM me
upscale the
the-
difficulty for you guys.
Yeah.
But
You should
Bonus
you need to
action.
DM the belt.
My bonus action fucking 4d6 of fire
like,
has
low
switched
key,
to
if you
bonus
had
action
this shit
5d4.
now, you could probably kill the Mind Flayer.
This is kind of silly.
Oh shit! I didn't actually keep that recorded. Belt of wisdom, I guess. You have advantage on
wisdom saves.
Minor
wisdom
belt.
saves once per day. I forgot the actual name of the belt. It's just, yeah.
Belt
I
of
think you
quick
said belt
wit.
of minor wisdom or something.
Yeah, something like that.
I'd call it a belt of quick wit. Fitting.
Yeah, okay.
Fancy names. Because I come up with shit like that.
Allow me to, let's see. Alright. There we go. Okay, so I have saved the changes to this homebrew item. And now I will add it to your page. Let's go. And I'm going to edit out this whole last part, by the way, just an FYI, so you don't have to worry about that stuff. Warnar. And did you notice I paid attention to your backstory?
I did. I saw when you said the wolf. I'm like, yay, that is for me.
Right.
So
There you go. You now see it, and you have it equipped.
Refresh
I
if you
just
don't.
have it equipped
I'm
now.
going to refresh it right now and take a look. Holy shit. Yes, I
It's
see
beautiful,
it.
isn't it?
It is so beautiful.
And now it's a magical type of attack, so the creatures that you come across later that have resistance to it have resistance to normal weapons. Don't matter.
Yep.
That's one of the reasons why the mummy was so tanky, is that he had resistance to normal weapons.
It's a
Yeah.
non-magical
Yeah.
blah, blah.
Which I guess is a good thing. I was telling you the force damage I was making.
Yep.
I guess.
Exactly.
It's also a good thing that we were breathing fire and smacking him with radiant all the fucking time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
but-
kidding. Dude,
but the crazy,
he had an ability, like, that's actually why I was like, oh shit, wait a minute. I was like, calculating your damage up in my head. I'm like, I'm thinking you do enough damage that he only heals it every round. I better add some radiant in there. Oh yeah, the paladin. I knew why I had that.
But it's crazy because right now I'm at a +10 to hit with
Yeah.
that with the longbow.
Yeah.
Like that's insane at level.
I mean,
3.
when I roll for loot, when I do that, I'm honest with it. You know? That's just how it is.
You're honest with it and pained by yourself.
Yeah. Right? He's like,
Yeah, you know,
what
a
did
lot
I
of times in
do?
campaigns I kind of wish I didn't, but at the same time, it's like, being able to roll for loot yourself, it's a lot of fun.
I just love the gradually descending in pain. Yeah.
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 Yeah. I'm gonna say it.
I don't
begrudgingly.
fucking
I'm not
believe you
even
got
saying it.
gloves
I'm
of
just gonna.
thievery.
Yeah. Pickpocket thief gets perfect item.
Right.
I
You
was
want
really tempted to change that one, I tell you that, but
as I increase, it's just going to be
the
even
dice
more
are the dice. Let me make that. Allow me to make that belt for you, Devin.
Yeah. When
Thank
my
you.
dex goes up
Or
and when my proficiency, what level does proficiency increase?
Level
5.
4, 5, 4, 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
I looked at it yesterday, actually.
So yeah, level 4, my sleight of hand's gonna go up to, I believe, 13, and then when we hit level 5, it's gonna go up to 15.
Yeah. Like it is. Again, it's one of those things where legitimately, especially when you get reliable talent, you basically cannot sleight of hand less than 24.
25. Well, when I hit reliable talent, it's gonna be even worse because reliable talent's like a level 11, and I think by then
that's-
it's a +4 passive
Plus 4,
perception
that's right. That's right.
or +4 adding,
Yeah.
which would be +8.
Like it is just stupid at that point. Like
Yeah.
you basically cannot fail.
At that point-
pickpocketing someone.
At that point, given I get no extra dex, I think it would be a plus because it'd be +15. And
Oh,
then plus
wait, no.
17.
I read only half the description of that belt. Hold on.
Yeah, it'd be +17, so I wouldn't be able to roll lower than a 27 when I
Yeah.
have reliable talent.
Which is insane.
It's like nobody fucking sees me.
Oh,
for
no.
pickpocket.
Uh-oh, it sounds like it's even
Your
better.
wisdom
than
score
becomes.
becomes 16 if it was lower.
Oh yes, thug.
Thog
Okay.
really has been taking some clasps.
Yeah. You know what?
He's-
I will never ever laugh at a JRPG main character again. Because that's basically what Thog is at this point, walking around with belts and bands everywhere.
Yep. Thog
Why do I
went
do
from the
this to
dumbest
myself?
member of the party to the smartest and wisest.
Yeah,
Why
I
do
get-
I do this to myself?
Thog became the highest stat across the party.
I think I gained 16 points today.
Who needs level
Wait,
ups?
it was-
Who needs ASIs?
You went from 8 to 19 and 8 to 16.
16. That is insane. Christ, you
Wait, I got
increased-
up 20 points, I think.
You increased
Or-
by
Almost
19
20.
points.
You increased
Yeah.
by 19. You gained
19
19
points.
points.
Christ almighty.
That's
One
fucking
session to
hilarious.
rule them all.
Right?
Thog.
At this point, I
Thog.
almost want to just work as hard as I can to
Thog.
make Thog our strongest character. Like,
Thog
just
joins the
across
party
the
to make
board.
sure. Thog joins the party to make sure we don't do anything we aren't supposed to, and then becomes far. He's gonna be like when his employers come back. He's like, "You aren't paying me enough.
Yeah.
You guys have been scamming me this entire time." And they're just looking up at him as he's just suddenly incredibly intelligent. He's like,
I'm like Sauron, like, I see you.
Like, that's insane.
"Thog smash to Thog smart."
Like,
Does Thog-
basically, Thog has turned from the Hulk to Professor Hulk.
Does does Thog come up with a better name?
Off.
Thog.
He is now the BBEG.
Right? Like, with those kind of stats.
One session, 2 magic items, 19 attribute
19.
points.
Yeah, right? Like, who needs level ups?
That's so dumb.
Oh, that is
Just
ridiculous.
amazingly dumb.
Oh, that is so ridiculous.
Theo just in massive pain.
Yeah.
Do you guys know about my previous character from my Monday campaign? What his stats were?
No.
Don't even want to talk about that. You talk about pain.
Let me. This is, really good. I'll just put it in the Waterdeep.
Oh jeez.
Holy shit!
Yep. Without
That's
racial
why I-
bonuses, by the way.
That's why it caps 20 regardless, but that's why I don't do 20 rolls. 46 minus 46 D1 is balanced. You don't
Wait.
have that chaos.
But
Then
wait,
again,
wait. This cannot be the one that you died twice to.
No, not this one.
Okay, I was like,
where did you put the 6?
charisma.
Yeah. I didn't. I just put it from left to right, like how it's displayed on the webpage.
Oh, yeah.
Beyond.
Yeah.
I would have put that one of those 19
I
in his
think.
deck.
No, you adjusted it. I remember.
Yeah.
Foil Dreadrider just looks so pretty. For a common, it's so nice.
Like at level 1, I think I had a +6 to hit,
Christ.
and I'm wearing full plate armor, so I have 20 AC.
Yeah, that's just at a certain point, it's just broken.
Yeah, definitely broken.
I
The DM
regret
said
it.
Sebastian was like, he rolled a crit and he's like, I'm targeting Devin. He's like, I'm finally able to hit this fucking character.
Yeah, like, well, because I'm DMing a group right now, and I accidentally made the mistake of letting a guy have full plate armor and a shield, a sentinel shield.
Yikes.
I need to roll a 23 to hit them. It's insane. Like I have to roll I have to get 23 to be able to hit him. Like it is not cool.
One of my party members
What
is
level are
running a
they?
fucking artificer.
I started them a level because I TPK'd them and so I let them start at the same level. It was level 9, but it was a 23 at level 9. I'm like, oh my god, that's still gonna be really hard to do.
Yeah, one of my party members in my hardcore campaign is running a Warforged Artificer, so I'm gonna be seeing some high AC, but it won't matter too much.
There it
'Cause
is.
Plague
It's on your fucking character. Disgusting as it is.
Honestly, I can't wait. Okay, Thog, next week when we start, the first thing you have to do is copy and paste that stats and show Toshiro.
Okay, so I was thinking about making a wizard, but I was like, I'll just do the barbarian. So imagine a wizard with all those good stats.
Like, no, I actually think a barbarian with this is actually funnier because the things you got were supposed to be your dump stats. Like that's what you dumped into,
Yeah.
and then now they're like insanely high.
Yeah.
He's still not good at talking.
I'm a
Probably because he
well-rounded
doesn't talk. But,
stat-wise.
Yeah. Give him a fucking week.
Next thing we know, Ring of Charisma.
If we get a ring of
if there's
charisma,
one item I will fudge, it's that one.
yeah. If somebody gets a ring of charisma, I'm stealing that shit.
Thog.
Like, I will steal a ring of charisma because, like, that's perfect for my character. My character would legitimately be like, "Oh, something that makes me better at lying? Yes, please."
You steal it, replace it with a fake, and he's like, I don't feel so charismatic. Did you take it? And you're like, absolutely not. And they're like, I believe you.
Yeah. I have double proficiency in deception.
Oh, that is disgusting.
Yeah, my character. I don't have double proficiency in stealth because my doubles are in sleight of hand and deception. I'm a con artist. What I do is steal from you right in front of you, and you're none the wiser.
That is disgusting.
Okay, so this is my new stats.
That is crazy good.
So dumb. I feel for you,
Disgusting.
Theo. I feel for you, Theo,
I
so
do.
hard.
Yeah. The funniest thing is the barbarian now, the highest stats is intelligence.
Our barbarian named Thog is the smartest and wisest party member.
Yes. Not even a joke. Like, well, his wisdom is the exact same as mine, but I'm ranger.
amazed you guys never rolled Arcana on that goblin that cloak he had.
Where is that goblin? Because I wasn't gonna let him off the hook. We just kind of forgot about him because
He's hanging
wasn't
upstairs drinking.
cool. Because that's why I didn't Arcana it, is because I figured that the goblin was gonna stick with us anyway.
By the way, Morinar had rolled really high for the to hit the ogre. No, it's not the ogre, the orc. That robe applies mage armor.
Whoa.
That basically it's just a fucking a 15 AC rogue.
Yeah.
Rogue. I said rogue.
Mage armor is awesome. Like, is a permanent? That's just amazing.
Yes, but now it's goblin sized.
Yeah.
Because he attuned to it.
Yep.
Oh, can I make the character sheet for this goblin?
You may.
He is going to be called what? You got Weasel, Spider, and now what?
Boblin.
Boblin.
Do I need to make
what?
that fucking? Do I really need to make that as that magic item to make his AC proper in the D&D Beyond?
There maybe, probably, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is my 6th character. I won't have space for anything else until I
I
pay
can make
for
it
this.
if you want.
I wouldn't mind. Well,
Or you can unassign it and I'll claim it so it doesn't count.
yeah, you're the one that would have to
Just create unassigned at the bottom on this campaign. Here, I'm gonna send you the link. Just go to the bottom, hit create unassigned character.
I should be able to do that anyway. That's what I tried to do for Weasel and Spider.
Yeah, you did. And it still counts?
It counts as my character, yeah. It's
Oh,
unassigned,
Okay, I'll do that. Hold on.
but if I take ownership of it. They're unassigned, so somebody else can probably take Weasel or Spider.
I'm doing that right now, and I'm deactivating them so they don't take up room.
Probably gives me the permissions to edit them still, but
Not anymore.
They-
Check it.
yep, there they are. They're not taking up space now.
There you go. Problem solved.
That's
oh,
tough.
man.
But yeah, I fucking love goblins anyway. They're a lot of fun.
Well, Goblin Rogues are fantastic.
Is this going to be a goblin rogue, though? That was what I was about to ask. What level is this goblin, and what is his class? Because I would
Be right back.
totally be entertaining if this is a level 1 goblin wizard.
How did you know?
Because I figured that
Did I
rogue's
fuck
still
up?
looking it.
Well, he's level 2 now because he rescued the Floon, but
I don't know why I wait, fucking. Are you creating the character sheet or am I?
you go ahead and make it.
Alright, cool.
You could check the DM notes in public, by the way. All right, that's where I'm going to end the recording. And thank you for listening. Have a wonderful